For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. The goal of the Fayetteville Area Metropolitan Planning Organization is to develop plans that will provide the safest and most efficient transportation while protecting and enhancing the environment. On your way to your next Marksman game, remember, you can walk, carpool, or use the FAST app to track transit system buses. Markey travels green, and you should too, with FAMPO. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksman season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Providing patients with a relaxing environment and high-quality dental care, Carolina's Dentist offers positively different dentistry in Fayetteville, Rayford, and Spring Lake.
We're in network with most insurance providers, and we offer flexible finance options to keep your dental care within reach.
From cavity prevention to dramatic smile makeovers, we offer a variety of dental services for every step of your dental health journey.
Consider us your home for all of your dental care needs.
Webb Carpet Company has been the finest in Fayetteville flooring since 1965. Our friendly and courteous staff will help you find the flooring of your dreams, including the best in pet-friendly carpet. Once you've selected your dream floor, our professional sales and installation teams will ensure your floor buying experience is exceptional. Visit us today on Rayford Road and at webcarpet.net.
Go Marksmen!
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Save the date, November 12th. We're having our amazing Invisalign Day with the best offers of the year.
Not only will you get $1,500 off Invisalign treatment, you'll also be entered to win a $2,000 shopping spree with your choice of Amazon or Visa gift card just in time for the holidays. Please call today to schedule your free consultation for this one-day only special. Your dream smile starts here.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Have you been hurt? Tired of feeling sore? Let Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help you. Since 1973, the doctors and physical therapists at Cape Fear Ortho have remained the experts in providing exceptional, experienced orthopedic care. From surgery to physical therapy, we can help get your body back on the right track to make you feel great again. Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official orthopedic provider of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Pelham Civic Complex in Pelham, Alabama, where tonight the Fayetteville Marksmen will take a one-game winning streak on the road and try to defeat the Birmingham Bulls in their first of three meetings between the two teams this season. Hi, everybody. I'm Drew Blevins. I'll be alongside with you. We've got a jam-packed pregame show coming up for you. You're going to hear from Shane Bednard, who is on the IR right now. He's been serving as Corey Melkert's assistant for the time being. An entertaining interview to start things off in pregame. During our first period intermission, you'll hear of the returning son, Brian Bowen, who scored 30 goals for the Fayetteville Marksmen 3 seasons ago, looking to replicate that feat coming into this season. But let's go ahead and talk about tonight's matchup. This is one of the more intriguing matchups I think we're going to get. For the Fayetteville Marksmen, you're playing your fourth game in 7 days. And I think that's going to be critical for the Marksmen, because now at some point or another, you're going to have to conserve a little bit of energy. I think you're always worried about legs whenever you play this many games. This will be the most devious stretch of games for the Marksmen this season. And I think it's going to be really important to keep an eye on what the legs look like tonight and how you're going to be able to follow that going into tomorrow's matchup with the Pensacola Ice Flyers. The Birmingham Bulls have the most shots on goal per game of any team in the SPHL. They lead that category by 12 shots. The Marksmen are giving up an average of 40 shots per game. So you're going to look for a little bit of strength out of your defense, first of all. And with Chris Jones stepping into the lineup tonight, I think you're going to get a real good look at just how good the Marksman D is going to be throughout the course of this season in this iteration, or if there are going to have to be more changes made. And you're going to follow that up by the team that shoots the second most of anybody in the SPHL, the Pensacola Ice Flyers, a team that hasn't enjoyed success so far this season, but once again, still early in trying to get their feet under them as Rod Aldoff looks for the right combination. He made some roster moves earlier in the week to try to get his team set for Corey Melkert and company. He has not fared well against Melkert and Corey's young coaching career. Here tonight, I think one of the biggest things for the Fayetteville Marksmen is figuring out if you can break the loss-win trend that has plagued this team throughout the course of the year. Look, they thought they were going to have it together against Knoxville 2 weeks ago. They took it on the road, and arguably the worst game they played. You come back home, and what seems to be a get-right game against the Macon Mayhem, you fall flat after the win in Roanoke on Friday night, and then you follow that up with a shootout win over the Rail Yard Dogs on Sunday. So looking for a lot of consistency is what Corey Melkert has preached throughout the course of the week, and he only brought 16 guys, so there isn't going to be reprieve or rest for any of these guys. It's a short roster this year. You can only keep a handful of players, and for Melkert, he understands that he's going to have to make some decisions rather rapidly, knowing that both Kyle Moore and Dominic Sacco are coming off of the injured reserve list at the end of the weekend. This is critical because either he's going to have to cut somebody or he's going to have to extend one of those two on the IR in order to stay league compliant. So this is a show-me weekend for the Fayetteville Marksmen, not just for results, but also for some of these bottom half forwards that are looking to keep their spot on this Marksman roster. Folks, we're going to pause for these messages. Coming up on the other side, you'll hear from Shane Bednard in his pregame interview debut. This is Marksman Hockey.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. The goal of the Fayetteville Area Metropolitan Planning Organization is to develop plans that will provide the safest and most efficient transportation while protecting and enhancing the environment. On your way to your next Marksman game, remember, you can walk, carpool, or use the FAST app to track transit system buses. Markey travels green, and you should too, with FAMPO. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksman season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Providing patients with a relaxing environment and high-quality dental care, Carolina's Dentist offers positively different dentistry in Fayetteville, Rayford, and Spring Lake.
We're in network with most insurance providers, and we offer flexible finance options to keep your dental care within reach.
From cavity prevention to dramatic smile makeovers, we offer a variety of dental services for every step of your dental health journey.
Consider us your home for all of your dental care needs.
We welcome you back to Marksman Pregame. Drew Blevins joined by Marksman forward Shane Bednard, who's on the IR right now. He's standing in for the head coach, Corey Melkert. Shane, first of all, welcome back to Fayetteville. So glad to see you here. I know this has been a long road to recovery from your injury, but how have you enjoyed stepping behind the bench, learning a little bit about the day-to-day role in hockey operations while you recover and look forward to playing this season?
Yeah, it's definitely cool seeing the game from a different perspective. Super thankful to be here with the team. Just getting back here, seeing the guys on the ice, actually getting on the ice with them, and just being around them every day. I mean, if you ask any player what's their favorite part about the game, it's being around the guys, and I'm super thankful for it.
You've been with this team from its inception. You started the journey with this group, and here we are 6 games in. I think there's a little bit of concern that this is only a 500 team playing against familiar opponents. Take me inside that locker room. Is there any sense of panic or any sense of knowing something's not quite right? Or is it just a matter of this is early in the season and getting things back on track is a process that's going to take some time?
Yeah, I think you look around the room and you see, you look stall to stall, and there's a bunch of good hockey players in there. Obviously, where we're at now, it's not where we want to be performance-wise, but I don't think there's any concern within the group. I know we have a great team. It's just finding our identity. I think once we figure out the way we want, well, we know how we want to play, right? It's just once we put it together and play that way, I think there's a lot of positive that's going to come out of this group, and I think we'll be in for a good season once we find that identity.
Throwing a couple of statistics at you, you've been outshot in each of your first 6 games, and in every win, you've had a power play goal. When you look at the significance of those statistics, what does that say about the way this team's playing, and what are some of those keys to getting back to that night in, night out, top-notch performance?
Yeah, I mean, getting outshot, that's something we don't want to be doing, especially I know we have I know I'd say this, and I'm sure every guy in that room would say it, we have probably the best 2 goalies in the league. We can't be relying on them. We got to start putting pucks on their net and playing a little bit more sound defensively. From a power play stance, you love seeing the power play being active out there, so hopefully we can keep just riding off that and putting some pucks in the net on power play. And like I said, just keeping it in their zone, playing more offensively down there and less defensive where we're giving up shots.
You mentioned the goaltending tandem of Brent Moran and Jason Pulaski. Pulaski's already logged 2 wins this season, had a 40-save performance in a win last Friday in Roanoke. He's 8-1 since returning to his call-up to the Kalamazoo Wings in the ECHL. Just how special has he been, and what does he mean to this locker room and this group?
Yeah, Jason's super special goalie. He brings a different type of fire to the room every day, whether it's in practice or if it's in a game. He's just got a high compete level, and there's not a night where you don't see it out of Jason. So he's a great person to have in between the pipes, and I know the guys love playing in front of him, just as the same with Moran too.
Let's look at your opponent tonight, the Birmingham Bulls. They lead the league in shots on goal. This is a new-look team from last season. While they carry over Mike Davis and Carson Rose, they were able to add some critical pieces in Stefan Brucato, Stepan Timofeyev, and sign Sam Turner this week, all of whom played in Knoxville last season. When you've got a group like that that's got some offensive firepower, what's the key to stopping them, and what do you make of your opponent this evening?
I think it goes back to just playing to our identity that we're going to put together here, put together a full 60 minutes. I mean, we're coming into a rink. We haven't played this team this year. Like you mentioned, they have a lot of new pieces. They're going to be a great team, and I think we're up for a really good challenge these next 3 games, starting with here tonight in Birmingham.
Always ask Corey what the key to victory is. What's your number one thing to look for tonight?
Play as a team.
Thanks for your time.
Yep, thank you.
That's Shane Bednard. We'll be right back with more Marksman pregame right after these messages. Webb Carpet Company has been the finest in Fayetteville flooring since 1965. Our friendly and courteous staff will help you find the flooring of your dreams, including the best in pet-friendly carpet. Once you've selected your dream floor, our professional sales and installation teams will ensure your floor buying experience is exceptional. Visit us today on Rayford Road and at webcarpet.net.
Go Marksmen!
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Save the date, November 12th. We're having our amazing Invisalign Day with the best offers of the year.
Not only will you get $1,500 off Invisalign treatment, you'll also be entered to win a $2,000 shopping spree with your choice of Amazon or Visa gift card just in time for the holidays. Please call today to schedule your free consultation for this one-day only special. Your dream smile starts here.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Have you been hurt? Tired of feeling sore? Let Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help you. Since 1973, the doctors and physical therapists at Cape Fear Ortho have remained the experts in providing exceptional, experienced orthopedic care. From surgery to physical therapy, we can help get your body back on the right track to make you feel great again. Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official orthopedic provider of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
Welcome back to the Pelham Civic Complex in beautiful Pelham, Alabama, the hometown of Clemson University head football coach Dabo Swinney. I thought that was a fantastic interview from Shane Bednard. I thought that he was honest, and I almost thought brutally honest in the fact that he recognizes this is a group that hasn't quite gelled, that hasn't learned to play together yet, and there's a lot of individual talent on this team, guys that have played in the WHL, in the OHL, in the USHL, a handful of guys that have played Division I hockey, players that spent full seasons in the ECHL last year, and getting all of that talent to come together and play as a unit has been the challenge for the Fayetteville Marksmen and for the coaching staff so far this season. I talked about it a little bit earlier with Shane Bednard off the record, but I think it's important to bring this up as well. Sometimes it's the road trips where you go away from home for a little while. There are no distractions. You're able to focus on the game and getting the job done night in, night out. That can help a group get together. There was good energy on the bus ride over. There was a healthy little pop and jam in the morning skate today. Everybody's starting to talk a little bit. These are all good signs for the Fayetteville Marksmen, and that's one of those things that they're going to have to keep an eye on. How do you get a group of a lot of individual talent to play together as one cohesive unit? That's something that I think is going to be at the forefront of everybody's minds going into tonight's game. Let's take a look at how these two teams are going to line up against each other. We'll start things off with injuries and scratches for the Fayetteville Marksmen. Still a little bit banged up, but on the up and up. Kyle Moore and Dominic Sacco both went on the 21-day IR after opening weekend. They will both be available to the Fayetteville Marksmen coming off of this weekend's games, and that's critical because if they're both active, that means somebody either has to go onto the IR or somebody will have to be waived. So this is a show-me game for a lot of these bottom half forwards in the Marksman lineup. And I think it's one of those situations that everybody understands the pressure that is going to be on them individually, and they're going to have to be the ones to step up and be ready to play in this contest. There's a ton of talent in the top six for the Marksmen, but those bottom four forwards, it's really a grab bag of who's going to be able to show up and play their best brand of hockey night in, night out. Consistency over the next 3 games could be critical. The healthy extra tonight is Brian Moore. He is not on the trip. Corey Melkert has only brought 16 for this 3-game stretch, so that means there will be no rest for a weary group as the Marksmen by Saturday will complete a stretch of playing 6 games over the course of 9 days. Birmingham's a light roster to begin with. They're only carrying 17 so far. Their odd man out is Mackenzie Dwyer. This was unclear whether or not a suspension was handed down from the league or if this is a team suspension or just a healthy extra situation. Dwyer was penalized for slashing with 12 seconds to go in the win over Huntsville last Saturday. He'll be out of the lineup tonight. The other key watch here tonight is Sam Turner was signed earlier in the week as Nick Minerva was called up to the Savannah Ghost Pirates. Starting goaltenders this evening, it'll be Jason Pawlowski for the Fayetteville Marksmen. He'll be going up against Hayden Stewart for the Birmingham Bulls. Interesting story about Hayden Stewart, and especially what a couple of Marksmen forwards think of him. You'll hear that a little bit later on in the broadcast. Folks, we are inching ever so much closer to a little bit of hockey action on a Thursday night here in the Iron City. We'll be right back after these messages with your keys to victory. This is Marksman Hockey.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksman Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksman road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. The goal of the Fayetteville Area Metropolitan Planning Organization is to develop plans that will provide the safest and most efficient transportation while protecting and enhancing the environment. On your way to your next Marksman game, remember, you can walk, carpool, or use the FAST app to track transit system buses. Markey travels green, and you should too, with FAMPO. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksman season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Providing patients with a relaxing environment and high-quality dental care, Carolina's Dentist offers positively different dentistry in Fayetteville, Rayford, and Spring Lake.
We're in network with most insurance providers, and we offer flexible finance options to keep your dental care within reach.
From cavity prevention to dramatic smile makeovers, we offer a variety of dental services for every step of your dental health journey.
Consider us your home for all of your dental care needs.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the ice.
Welcome back to Pelham, Alabama. Drew Blevins alongside you as we're inching closer to puck drop here in the state of Alabama. Let's go ahead and turn your attention to tonight's keys to victory. We'll start things off with the visiting Fayetteville Marksmen. I think that these are two very clear and obvious keys tonight for Corey Melkert. We'll start things off with being the better team 5-on-5. Look, the Fayetteville Marksmen have scored a power play goal in each of their 3 wins so far this season. That's great. That's wonderful. You want a power play that's got a little bit of teeth to it. However, you've got to find a way to be the better team 5-on-5, and the Fayetteville Marksmen have struggled at points to be that group. Game's going to be played at even strength more often than not. You've got to assert your presence and assert your dominance in every moment that you can, especially when you're in a situation 5-on-5. The other thing for the Marksmen is you've got to find the defensive presence tonight. There's no better test for a team that has struggled defensively than taking on a group that is all about offense. The Birmingham Bulls are averaging over 40 shots per game. They had over 60 in a losing effort against the Knoxville Ice Bears 2 weeks ago. This is a team that's going to pound the net front with pucks. Defensively, the Marksmen have to play positionally sound, and they've got to keep everything to the outside. It sounds so incredibly simple, and yet it's not. For the Birmingham Bulls tonight, I think a lot of this comes down to maintaining your identity. Being the team that shoots more pucks than not, they want to keep that shot total up. That's the way that you're going to beat Jason Pulaski. It's a volume game against the Marksmen. And the other thing is staying disciplined. You don't want to give the Marksmen power play opportunities. It's a Birmingham Bulls team that largely has remained disciplined, but it's a matter of keep on keeping on if you're Birmingham, Craig Simchuk, and Kevin Kerr tonight. Folks, that sets the table for a fun Thursday night here in Alabama. Puck Drop from Pelham is next.
Webb Carpet Company has been the finest in Fayetteville flooring since 1965. Our friendly and courteous staff will help you find the flooring of your dreams, including the best in pet-friendly carpet. Once you've selected your dream floor, our professional sales and installation teams will ensure your floor buying experience is exceptional. Visit us today on Rayford Road and at webcarpet.net.
Go Marksmen!
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Save the date, November 12th. We're having our amazing Invisalign Day with our best offers of the year.
Not only will you get $1,500 off Invisalign treatment, you'll also be entered to win a $2,000 shopping spree with your choice of Amazon or Visa gift card just in time for the holidays. Please call today to schedule your free consultation for this one-day only special. Your dream smile starts here.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Pelham Civic Complex in Pelham, Alabama. This is Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey. Hi, everybody. I'm Drew Blevins. Delighted to have you with us for what promises to be a fun Thursday night in the SPHL as the Fayetteville Marksmen will face the Birmingham Bulls for the first of 3 matchups between the two teams this season. Marksmen are in their road white uniforms, black pants, white socks, black numericals. For Birmingham, their home reds, black pants, red socks, white numericals. Robert Peterkin is our referee for tonight's game. He drops the puck. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this one from Pelham as we are underway in Alabama. Jarrett Cupp slides it up the far side boards, and here comes FX Girard driving. He centers to McCloy. It goes off of a wayward stick. That was Turchiev who was getting back to chase. Now Girard walks all the way up to the near blue line, slides it to the near side face-off circle. Taken by Vincenzo Renda, who's not afraid to jump up in the rush. This one is smacked back behind the net for Sam Turner, the newest Bull. Feeds it to the far side wing. It'll be carried ahead by Artur Turchiev. He dumps it in, but was behind the red line on the far side boards. And this is icing with 19:23 to go in the first period. Gives us a chance to talk about tonight's starting goaltenders. Jason Pawlowski has a 2-1 record on the season, a 2.65 goals against average, and a .930 save percentage. He gets the start for the Marksmen, facing Hayden Stewart, who is also 2-1 with a 1.36 goals against average and a .951 save percentage. Hayden Stewart's save percentage, one of the tops in the league amongst goaltenders who have played 4 games, as Andrew Lane flings a long shot in. It's caught by Stewart. But it was very interesting. Brian Bowen remarked to me earlier today he was looking forward to taking on Hayden Stewart. He had had a lot of success against Stewart when he was playing with the Marksmen in 1920, but Hayden Stewart has improved his game drastically since that season with the Macon Mayhem and has been a stalwart net so far this year. Jason Pawlowski remarked about his opponent that he was having quite a season to start the year off. Face-off won by the Marksmen. Lane pulls away as it's moved ahead, and quickly up the ice is Taylor Brierly. He fires wide of the blocker's side of Pawlowski as the Marksmen try to get this one out. Puck battle ensues on the near side boards. Papalardo lost it, and the Marksmen backhanded out to center. Sticks converge at the red line, knocked to the near side boards. This is McNair, who lost the puck to Mercado. Gives it back for Brierly, who finds Papalardo at the red line, sends it off the far side boards. An awkward bounce off of a stanchion as the puck rolls at center. Backhanded to Mercado. He turns to Papalardo, who will drop it back. Stefan Mercado hanging on to it. A low wrist shot. Save made by Pawlowski, but the puck hopped up in the air. Papalardo unable to bat it out of midair, and here come the Marksmen. Taken by Lane, who slides a pass to the far red line. Hard hit delivered as Carlos Forneris was knocked down. Now DJ Jerome in attacking ice to the far side corner. Can't chase this one down, and the Marksmen have to reset in the neutral zone. Cale List centers to DJ Jerome, and he's going to punch this one back for Chris Jones, the newest Marksman, acquired in a trade with Knoxville last Sunday morning. This is Mike Davis, the captain, who will turn it back for Birmingham. Carson Rose feeds it all the way back, and having to go chase this one is Jonathan Pace from behind of his own goal line with 2 minutes gone by in this hockey game. To the near wing, Carson Rose makes it to the red line. He charges ahead, blowing by Drake Glover, but Cale List is there with a good defensive stick. Marksmen have it in the far side corner of their own zone. This is Chris Jones. Looks up ice and feeds the far side wing. Glover punches into the middle for Austin Alger, who had the game-tying assist on the Forneris 5-on-3 goal Sunday afternoon. Dumped in by the Marksman. Hayden Stewart out of his net to play it. He'll give to Sam Turner. Turner feeds the far side wing. This one rolls off the stick of Zach Mason, but is into the attacking zone for Birmingham. Taken there by Jarrett Cupp, who turns it over. Mason feeds the far wing. This one's floated through the goal mouth as Zach Mason comes to the near side boards to fight for the puck. Got to get some help here from Jordan Martin. Martin digs it free to the point for Turchiev. Artur Turchiev walks in, fires, misses over the crossbar. A good chance for Birmingham. Turchiev bump, but gets it up to Sam Turner. Lets it go. It bounces to the net front. Pawlowski sticks it into the far side corner. Cupp fumbles with the puck. Jordan Martin sends it high. This is going to be a chance for Taylor McCloy down the far boards. He's back one-on-one. McCloy turns away from pressure. Feeds it to the near wing. Vincenzo Renda will take it. Nearly ran into his own man, who was man gone. Renda now finds Austin Albrecht, who will feed it to the far wing. That's Cupp. Cupp moves around his man, looking for McCloy behind the net. Stays on the kick plate to Nick Mangone, who's pressured in the near side corner boards by Zach Mason. 16:30 to go here in this first period as it'll be pulled up by Birmingham, up off the near side boards, and back out to the safety of center. Fire wagon change coming here for Birmingham. Down the far boards is Austin Albrecht. Albrecht lost the puck. It'll be brought ahead here by Taylor Brierly as he slides it up the near side boards. Driving with speed is Timofeyev. Drops for Papalardo. His shot knocked down by Pawlowski. Rebound in the near side face-off circle. A long drive on the way through by Gillespie. In and out of the glove of Pawlowski. Papalardo back behind the net, hanging on to it. Feeds it up to the point for Brierly. Lays it into the near side corner. Nobody home. This is Andrew Lane, who will backhand to Matt McNair. McNair trying to work around to Timofeyev in the far side corner. Finds Albrecht there, but good work by Timofeyev to force some pressure and eventually a turnover as Doug Blaisdell will have it at the red line. Blaisdell to Brierly, right back up to the center ice face-off circle. Here's Timofeyev. Played all of last season with the Knoxville Ice Bears and rides his man into the far side corner. The Marksmen struggling to break it out. McNair in the far side corner. He's pressured by Michael Gillespie. Forces a turnover. To the point, this is Sam Turner walking between the face-off circles. Zips it to Gillespie. Looking for a lane, he turns and shoots off of a Marksman on the way through. Picked up behind the net and his centering feed is intercepted. The Marksmen get this one out up the far sideboards. This is carried ahead by Brian Bowen. Shoots it in on goal. It will handcuff Stewart. He'll find the loose puck and cover. And that'll give us a chance to wish a couple of very special happy birthdays to those of you in the audience. Yesterday, it was Chucky Norris's birthday. That's the owner's oldest son. Chucky is enjoying a great start to his hockey season with the Tri-State Spartans. 6 points in 8 games so far for Chucky. Great start to his season. Today is the U.S. Marine Corps' birthday, and that means a lot to the equipment manager Ryan Perrault and his wife Esther, so a happy birthday to the U.S. Marine Corps. And tomorrow, we'll be sure to wish a very special happy birthday then to the head coach of the Marksmen, Corey Melkert, who will be turning 32. Stefan Brucato backhands to the far side face-off circle as the Bulls are right back into attacking ice. This has been a good start for Birmingham. Chris Jones feeds the far side wing. Austin Alger off to the races. Held up on the far side half wall, just into the attacking zone as everybody converges fighting for the puck. Here's a centering feed and rolls it on to Stewart, and he keeps the pad flush and will cover the puck, and that will take us to our first media timeout. 14:34 to go in the first period here in Birmingham. We're scoreless.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
We welcome you back to Birmingham, Alabama. Drew Blevins alongside you in the broadcast booth here from the Pelham Civic Complex. 0-0 between the Birmingham Bulls and the Fayetteville Marksmen. It's always a fun matchup when these two teams get together, and I think it adds a lot of meaning that Corey Melkert has had experience as a player and now as a coach against Craig Simchuk and Kevin Kerr. But oddly enough, and just a quirk of the scheduling this year, these two teams will not see each other in Fayetteville all season long. And the only other time the Marksmen will face the Bulls will be in the middle of December, the 16th and 17th. That's a Friday-Saturday split. And that's it, unless these two teams were to meet in the playoffs. And I just find that to be rather intriguing and a little bit shameful because these games have been really, really good. The Marksmen went 5-1-1 against Birmingham last season. All of those were close. Face-off one of the Marksmen attacking end as Renda sends it to Bowen, who blows it wide of the near side post. Matt McNair in the near side corner will take it. Gave to Fornaris, was overtaken, and Carson Rose has it. Flips the puck end over end off the far sideboards. Mike Davis with speed will chase. Marksmen break it out to the near wing. This is Bowen at his own blue line. Centers. Jarrett Cupp will step up and take the puck as he drives around Davis, but offside called against the Marksmen with 14:07 to go in this scoreless first period. Mike Davis has just been an electric factory for the Birmingham Bulls and somebody that Corey Melkert has been highly complimentary of. And there was a rumor floating around at the trade deadline last season that Melkert may try to make a move for Davis, but it was a Birmingham team that was gearing up for that playoff rush, and they came within a handful of games of overtaking the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs for that last playoff spot. Birmingham sets up in their attacking end. Behind the net, this is Pulaski sweeping, got it to the point as a drive comes through traffic and is sticked away by Pulaski on the long shot. from Artur Turchiev. Now on the far side boards, this is Brierly. Sticks go flying as he takes a tumble. We're going to keep going here. One of the marksmen lost their stick. It was Albrecht, as that was a altogether strange tie-up. Now Papalardo in the near side corner. Digs it free, going to the point for Turchiev. Intercepted on the near side boards. The marksmen are out. Gerard dumps it in for Fayetteville. Zach Mason will go back with Brierly to look for this puck. Taylor Brierly gives it to the far side wing. This will be dumped in by Birmingham. Pulaski reaches up, has it in the catching glove, and he'll play it out behind him. A long look up ice by Carson Vance. His pass bounces right back to Birmingham as Weisner will send it back to his defensive group. Off the far boards, Birmingham unable to go anywhere with it, but now Stepan Timofeyev has it at his own blue line. Gives it away to Drake Glover at the red line. He'll find Jerome, who turns and fires off the far side boards. Icing avoided by DJ Jerome as he was just ahead of the red line. Andrew Lane to the far side wing. He's a point-per-game defenseman right now in the league. You see why there with a couple of good skill moves. Got it behind the net, but the marksman unable to capitalize on the chance. To the far boards, Birmingham with a cross-ice pass now near wing. Timofeyev, backdoor, they score! That's the tic-tac-toe passing that's just so dangerous. Matt Weisner will have his first goal of the season, and Birmingham's on the bird first. This goal will come 7 minutes and 37 seconds into the first period. And that's exactly where Birmingham wants to live. They get up in the rush. Timofeyev with a good find. And Matt Weisner gets the job started for Birmingham. Marksmen look to get it back here. So the Marksmen have only won one game this season when they have not scored first. Behind the net, Matt McNair for Fayetteville out of Adrian College. Slides it to the near wing. Brian Bowen overskates the puck. Turchiev has it. Looking to knock it deep. It goes off of Goldowski and feeds Jordan Martin in the far corner. Martin for Birmingham will get help from Goldowski behind the net. Goldowski in the trapezoid being hammered by Matt McNair, who beats him. Goldowski lost his footing, and the marksmen break it out. On the near wing is Brian Bowen. Turns to the center as he crosses his attacking blue line. It'll play it behind the net. Jarrett Cupp trying to hold the rush as the marksmen get off on a line change. He can't. And here's Birmingham. This is Mike Davis. Buries his shoulder to get around of Carlos Forneris. Behind the net, run into by Chris Jones. The puck's on the side of the cage, covered by Pulaski. Timofeyev and Gillespie will get the assists on the Weisner goal. Face off to the glove side of Pulaski. 11 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the first period. A 1-0 lead for the Birmingham Bulls. Up the far side half wall, Albrecht intercepted. Papalardo lets it go. It's off the blocker of Pulaski, but Doug Blaisdell will hold the line near side. Behind the net is Mike Davis. He's got space back there. Davis sizzles it in front. It's off a marksman's stick and right to Nick Mangone. Mangone gives the puck away to Carson Rose. He's in tight, pulls the move, backhands. Pulaski got a piece of it with the blocker. Jason Pulaski under siege. That's already 10 shots on goal for Birmingham. Doug Blaisdell has the puck. Moves it ahead. Rose fans on the shot. Backhands off of a marksman defenseman. That was Lane who was back. Now Rose turning with it here. He'll give it to Zach Mason. Back up to the point quickly for Doug Blaisdell. Blaisdell fires it toward the net. Off the stick of Carson Rose. That puck is loose. Backhanded on goal. Pulaski seals to the far side post. And he's having a Herculean effort here in this first period. Another turnover far side corner. This one spun toward the net, wide of the near side post. Backdoor pass. Pulaski with the paddle down. Makes a huge save. Austin Albrecht picks up the puck, and he's going to give it ahead to DJ Jerome. He'll track it down in the near corner. Jerome with a look over his shoulder. Overtaken from behind by Turchiev. A rolling puck poked at by Brierly. Good pressure here by Jerome and FX Girard, and DJ Jerome spins to the far side corner. Finds Girard there. Plays behind the net looking for Glover to chase. Drake Glover is there. Lost the puck on a good stick play by Weisner, the goal scorer. And this one's out to the far side corner. Dumped in by Michael Gillespie. It 2 hops in to the chest of Pulaski. He'll take a poke at the end of the sequence, and that'll take us to a timeout. Birmingham using some offense early. Outshooting the Marksmen 13-3 halfway through the first. They lead 1-0.
The goal of the Fayetteville Area Metropolitan Planning Organization is to develop plans that will provide the safest and most efficient transportation while protecting and enhancing the environment. On your way to your next Marksman game, remember, you can walk, carpool, or use the FAST app to track transit system buses. Markey travels green, and you should too, with FAMPO.
Scoring first has been critical for the Fayetteville Marksmen so far this season, and not to say that this game is a lost cause, just a hair over 10 minutes in, but Fayetteville has not been the team to come from behind. They have not won a game where they've trailed going into the third period, and they've lost every time except for one that they've given up the first goal. The only win came Sunday against Roanoke. Down the near wing is Jordan Martin. So he'll shoot it all the way around the kick plate. It'll be taken by Gillespie there. Feeds it to the near side corner. 2 Bulls are there, pulled free to the point. Sam Turner lets it go. This is tipped on the way through. Pulaski swipes at it with a paddle to Forneris on the far side boards. Marksman back out to center. This is dumped in by Matt McNair. Around the near side boards to the far wing, taken there by Gillespie. Feeds it right off of his own man's foot as Martin will go to chase. They were both behind the red line, so this is an icing of the awkward variety with 8:45 to go in this first period. Face-off comes back down to Hayden Stewart's end. It's been light work so far for Stewart. Only faced 4 shots. So we near the 12-minute mark into this opening frame. Draws one by Birmingham. Off the far side boards. This one hit the dasher. Bounces right to Brierly. He's got to come back as Martin flings it off the far side boards. Martin to the red line. To Brierly, near side half wall. He'll dump it in. Cale List going back to chase it. Cale List, early on in his career, played for the Pembroke Lumber Kings and was teammates with Brett Horn, whose father is a Western Michigan Hall of Fame goaltender and a local goalie coach in the USPHL with the Carolina Junior Hurricanes. And an eon ago, Brett was my youth hockey teammate, my team captain in Bantam. Small world, and it was a lot of fun to see Cale List light up talking about the Pembroke Lumber King days, mentioning that to him earlier today. Nick Mangone for the Marksman, dumps it in. It'll bounce a couple of times. Blaisdell, the first Bull there, breaks it out up the far side, half wall to Papalardo. Lost it. DJ Jerome centers, looking for Alger. Hayden Stewart reaches out the paddle and will melt the puck. I think one of the biggest assets of Hayden Stewart's game as he's developed over the past few years in this league is his patience and the ability not to overreact to situations like that in Titan. When you've got a goaltender that is cool as a cucumber regardless of the situation, you're going to have a chance to win. And Jason Pulaski, I think, has also developed that from last season. So here's another chance for Birmingham. Rose lets it go entering the zone, misses it just wide. Carson Rose comes back to find the puck. Had a fantastic rookie year last season. To the far side wing, Mike Davis swinging his stick. He knocks the puck right back behind the cage to Carson Vance, who's played in this building before in the Battle of Alabama, just as a member of the Huntsville Havoc. Vance drops it to Andrew Lane, fed to the far side wing. This puck is on edge as it's backhanded in by Glover, but not with possession. Turchiev to the near wing, finds Jordan Martin. Centers to Davis, who is a step behind. Davis finds the puck and gives to Brierly, the trailing defenseman. Brierly around his man, around the net, wrapping it in front, intercepted by Glover. He'll feed it all the way down. This puck's got some mustard on it. It'll make the goal line. This is icing. Corey Melkert visibly frustrated on the bench. This is not the start he had envisioned for his team. Marksmen gave up 18 shots on goal in the opening period to the Macon Mayhem in a 4-0 loss last Saturday. They've already given up 17, and we've still got 6:47 to go. And the season coach is going to tell you that a ton of shots are great, but at the end of the day, it's not the number of shots, it's the quality of them. And for Birmingham, not every shot has been a chance to score. Here is one, though, as it rolls in front and is knocked away by Cup before it got to Pulaski. In the near side corner, McNair on his man, turned to the near side boards. Now Brierly feeds it for Turner, lets it go through traffic, chip just wide of the near post. Redirected at the last second in front. Now Brierly feeds to Jordan Martin. His shot is through, backhanded into the glove of Pulaski, who will hold. Jason Pulaski's turn to duel with a couple of saves of his own, as Birmingham has tilted the ice in their favor early in this game. Bulls off to their best start since the COVID-shortened season that began around Christmas time in 2020. Backhanded to DJ Jerome as the Marksmen are into the attacking end. He centers for Forneris, intercepted by Turchiev, but Cup will hold the line. Doug Blaisdell works around Forneris at the far side half wall. A headman pass to Gillespie is just barely touched, so we'll keep going. Shane Bednard on the Marksman bench did not think that puck was touched. Nonetheless, the Marksmen are out. Bowen to Jerome in the near side wing, and the Marksmen are offside. Behind the play, Forneris took a spill. Bowen was knocked down at the end of the sequence. Looking at Robert Peterkin for a penalty, he will not get one. Peterkin, our referee, with Jesse Burns and Jim Callan working the lines for this SPHL crew. First time the Marksmen have had any of these officials this season. 5:45 to go first period. 1-0 Birmingham on a goal from Weisner that came with about 12 minutes to go in the frame. This is FX Girard in the near side corner. He's hound-dogged by Doug Blaisdell. The puck does squirt free. Blaisdell will take it and punch it ahead. Stefan Brucato lays it off the far side boards. Is going to chase here is Goldowski. Jake Goldowski to the point, and Sam Turner fakes the shot and dumps it to the far side corner. It'll be picked up there by a Weisner, the goal scorer. He centers. It's over top the stick of Goldowski. Now Weisner back up to the point. This puck will be settled by Pace. Feeds Weisner. He's in the slot. Fires off the backside of Austin Albrecht, who will take the puck just ahead of his own blue line, but gives it away to Brucato. Stefan Brucato turns, has space, fires to the near side wing as the Bulls get off on a change just south of 5 minutes to go in this first period. Birmingham ahead 1-0. Taylor McCloy, the Marksman captain, turns it over. Rose lets it go off the cheater pad of the glove of Pulaski and into the far corner. Jordan Martin gives to Carson Rose. He wraps behind the net, holding on his backhand. Rose slides it to Jonathan Pace. A backdoor pass intended for Rose goes too far for him. He'll spin it behind the cage for Jordan Martin. Martin in front for Rose. He's tripped up. This will be a penalty against the Marksmen. Mike Davis will take the puck in the trapezoid. Gives it up to the point. Now Jonathan Pace near blue line. Finds Papalardo. He's got a lane. Papalardo to the near corner. Gives it up to Pace. 6-on-5 as Stewart's been pulled into the delayed penalty. To Sam Turner in the far side corner. Now to the point again. Pace lets it go through traffic. Off Pulaski. Puck is still loose. Under a Marksman player. McCloy will touch it, and this will allow the penalty to be called. Tripping against the Marksman. We'll have the guilty party for you right after this.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Welcome back to Birmingham, where the home team is having their way with the Fayetteville Marksmen early. It's only a 1-0 lead. It could be a lot more if not for the heroics of Jason Pulaski. Marksmen are being outshot 20-5 in the first period.
Number 2, Kale List, 2 minutes for the trip. Time with the penalty, 16:03 of the first period. Your Bulls on the
Guilty party is Kale List, called for tripping on Carson Rose, who is moving his feet through the slot. So the Bulls will go to the power play, where they're operating at 19% so far this season. That's good for 6th in the league. Marksmen do get off to a good start on the kill, icing it 20 seconds in. Meanwhile, Fayetteville's penalty kill unit is operating at 85.7%. That's good for 4th in the league. At the beginning of the season, it seems like the general penalty kill percentage is 2 or 3 points down from where it was this time last season. So either offenses are getting better or defenses are getting hard to build up. Papalardo gives to the middle blue line for Brierly, sets it up to Goldowski, lets it go, goes off of a diving Carson Vance and out of play. Carson Vance has been a welcome addition to this Marksman group as he's provided some stability on that blue line. Corey Melkert was giddy about getting him in that trade for Trey Phillips a couple of weeks ago, and you can see why. It's evidenced immediately by his play and his attitude. The far side boards, Jordan Martin hauls down his man to set up Mike Davis to the point. Turchiev finds Carson Rose near face-off circle. Back for Turchiev, middle blue line, swung to the far side wing. Gillespie passes between his legs. Here's a shot through traffic. Pulaski swallows it and will hang on the drive from Artur Turchiev. 2:49 to go in the first period. 1-0 Birmingham. 52 seconds to go in the Kale List minor. It's been an offensive clinic as the Birmingham Bulls are on pace for 63 shots in this hockey game. To the far wing, this is Michael Gillespie. Gillespie off the end ward to Turchiev. Turchiev has it at the near face-off circle, passes into the skates of Drake Glover. Now the Marksmen swarm the puck. It's one to Carson Rose, middle blue line, swings to Gillespie. Fakes the slap shot, turns for Rose. He lets it go. It's off of Pulaski and stays in play. There's no way that puck stayed in play. It had to hit the protective netting. Now we get a whistle. And I think Robert Peterkin might have gotten confused. But that puck clearly hit 2 or 3 feet up in the protective netting. You may get a look on replay here. Off the blocker of Pulaski and out. So we'll reset and do it again from the near side goalpost in Pulaski's end. 20 seconds to go in the Marksman penalty kill. Turchiev swings to Gillespie, turns to Rose. He lets it go. Pulaski punches it away with the blocker, and this one is a much more timely whistle on the puck out of play. That is 23 shots on net in the period for Birmingham. It's the most the Marksmen have given up in 2 seasons of play. To the far side boards, Gillespie fakes, slides it backdoor to Carson Rose. He scores. A power play goal for the superstar for Birmingham. And Carson Rose makes it 2-0 Bulls late in this first period. It's a great find by Gillespie, too. The 24th shot of the period goes in. The goal will come 17:57 into the first period. As Carson Rose will have his 4th goal this season. That'll tie Gillespie for the team lead. Dumped in by Birmingham as they look for a little bit more. Goal has been accredited to Davis in-house, and the Marksmen will get a reprieve on a tripping penalty. So Mason's going to take a seat for tripping here with 1 minute and 44 seconds to go in the period. And the Marksmen go to the St. Peter Pest Control power play. Marksman power play has been pretty good so far this season, operating at 22.7%. That's good for 4th in the league. The Birmingham penalty kill, though, has been lights out by SPHL standards, a hair over 88% this season. That's good for 2nd in the league. The far face-off circle, a long wrist shot by Bowen, just wide of the near side post. It catches the boards and will turn all the way out as Andrew Lane will track it down. Lane is going to retreat all the way to his own end with under 90 seconds to go in this first period. Given to Glover up the far boards. He'll turn and find Lane, who pushes to Brian Bowen. Dumps it in right off of a Birmingham Bulls stick, and a shorthanded chance for Papalardo. He's around McCloy. Papalardo lets it go. Pulaski knocks it down with his chest. Picked up by Glover, slides to the near wing. Turning to find it is Bowen, ahead of the attacking blue line. Dumps it into the near side wing corner. Taken there by McCloy, who goes behind the net for Glover. 2-by-2 they battle there. Birmingham takes it, unable to clear as Bowen stops it. 50 seconds to go in the period to Andrew Lane. Fires to Carlos Forneris. He walks and dumps it back door for Drake Glover. Glover had his stick checked but gives it to Brian Bowen. Bowen in the far side face-off circle. A cross-ice pass is blocked by Turchiev. And Jordan Martin. He's got a shorthanded chance. Martin gains the blue line, just wants to kill time, but then steps around of Andrew Lane. Pins the puck on the end wall as 3 marksmen are there to dig it free. 20 seconds to go in this nightmarish period for the Marksmen. Brought ahead by Matt McNair. Backhands to the far wing for Albrecht. He'll dump it in. 15 seconds to go in the frame. Michael Gillespie rips it up the boards. It goes off of a Marksman body. Albrecht blocks it and now works one-on-one against Blaisdell. 5 to go in the period. Passes up to the point. Vance for DJ Jerome, back for Carson Vance, lets it go as time expires. The rebound kick right to Alger, but that's where the horn will sound. And a fantastic start for the Birmingham Bulls has given them a 2-0 lead at the end of the first period. Shots on goal in the opening frame. Nope, this is not a typo. In-house, it is 25 for the Birmingham Bulls, and for the Fayetteville Marksmen, 6. 2-0 Bulls at the end of the first period. Coming up during our first period intermission report, you'll get a chance to hear from Brian Bowen on his return to Fayetteville, and we'll also recap all the action that was in the opening frame. This is Marksman Hockey.
You need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions. The goal of the Fayetteville Area Metropolitan Planning Organization is to develop plans that will provide the safest and most efficient transportation while protecting and enhancing the environment. On your way to your next Marksman game, remember, you can walk, carpool, or use the FAST app to track transit system buses. Markey travels green, and you should too, with FAMPO. Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksman season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Providing patients with a relaxing environment and high-quality dental care, Carolina's Dentist offers positively different dentistry in Fayetteville, Rayford, and Spring Lake.
We're in network with most insurance providers, and we offer flexible finance options to keep your dental care within reach.
From cavity prevention to dramatic smile makeovers, we offer a variety of dental services for every step of your dental health journey.
Consider us your home for all of your dental care needs.
Webb Carpet Company has been the finest in Fayetteville flooring since 1965. Our friendly and courteous staff will help you find the flooring of your dreams, including the best in pet-friendly carpet. Once you've selected your dream floor, our professional sales and installation teams will ensure your floor buying experience is exceptional. Visit us today on Rayford Road and at webcarpet.net.
Go Marksmen!
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Welcome back to the Pelham Civic Complex. Drew Blevins alongside you in the broadcast booth as we've reached the first period intermission, and almost mercifully, it seems, for the Fayetteville Marksmen, as this was a game that Corey Melkert and Shane Bednard really felt like was a chance for this team to come out and establish themselves going up against a high-powered offense, and ultimately it's just not the way things worked out to start this hockey game. And the good news for the Marksmen, as it seems to be, that we tell you every time, is there's 40 minutes of hockey left to play. You can make an adjustment the first period intermission, but I think what's going to strike you here is just the offensive onslaught in terms of volume from the Birmingham Bulls, and the Marksmen got trapped in their own zone again. And for Fayetteville, yes, it's a defensive issue, but you're also going to need your forwards, especially your center, to play a little bit better defensive hockey and find a way to get that puck out to the neutral zone and establish chances in the attacking end. And that's just not what happened in the opening frame. Let's go ahead and recap the action that was in the first period. It was a good start for Birmingham. Fayetteville was able to counter, had most of their shots in the first half of the period, believe it or not. But finally, it is Matt Weisner who's able to score his first goal of the season on a beautiful feed to the back door by Stepan Timofeyev. Gillespie picks up a secondary assist on that play. And then Jason Pulaski put on a clinic in goaltending. And again, it's not that Birmingham has created 25 quality opportunities. They put the puck on net 25 times. They forced Pulaski to make a play on the puck 25 times. Pulaski came up with some huge saves in front of him, some bouncing pucks, some deflections in tight, lunged across to make a save on a wraparound chance with his paddle. He's been everywhere. He's been the best player on the ice for the Marksmen so far this game. And then a penalty taken late in the period, Cale List. This was all drawn by Carson Rose as he was driving his feet to the front of the net trying to create a play, trips over the stick of Cale List, draws the penalty. It took a while in that power play, but a goal is accredited to Mike Davis. I still think you're going to go back and see that was Carson Rose's goal. As it stands for Davis, that'll be his fourth goal of the season. Gillespie has the primary assist on that one. That makes it 2-0. The Marksmen do have 16 seconds worth of power play on a tripping penalty that goes against Zach Mason with 1:44 to go in the period, for whatever that is worth. But for Corey Melkert, once again, going on the road and trying to build two solid efforts back-to-back is proving to be a little bit of a bugaboo for this team. And again, the Marksman locker room is not somewhere you would want to find yourself at the end of the first period. After 20 minutes of play, it's the Birmingham Bulls 2, the Fayetteville Marksmen 0. Prior to tonight's game, we were able to catch up with Marksman forward Brian Bowen and talk about his experience in the ECHL and his return to the SPHL. You'll hear from him in a moment. This is Marksman Hockey.
So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Save the date, November 12th. We're having our amazing Invisalign Day with the best offers of the year.
Not only will you get $1,500 off Invisalign treatment, you'll also be entered to win a $2,000 shopping spree with your choice of Amazon or Visa gift card just in time for the holidays. Please call today to schedule your free consultation for this one-day only special. Your dream smile starts here.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome back to Marksman Hockey. Drew Blevins joined by forward Brian Bowen. Brian, first of all, welcome back to Fayetteville. I want to start with your hockey journey. You're somebody who's seen a lot of games in this league, but you spent a season in the ECHL, put up 40 points with the Utah Grizzlies. What were some of the things that you learned in the ECHL that you're able to carry and translate to your game here?
I learned a lot the past year, on and off the ice. You know, watching some of the top-end guys, how they prepare for themselves, and just little things they do that you wouldn't think of that I'm trying to add into my game.
You're somebody who's coming back, rejoining this marksman group. There are some familiar faces that you've played with, guys like Taylor McCloy. You've got Shane Bednard, who's on the IR right now, but also a handful of new guys. What's it been like for you coming into a different culture and a different team than the one you left?
Yeah, I haven't played in here for 3 years, so it's pretty much completely flipped the roster, and it's definitely a different culture, and it's something we're trying to figure out, trying to get back to that 1920 team that was really, really good and probably on its way to a good playoff run. So we're learning. We kind of have a younger-ish team or a few second-year guys. I think we have a lot of. So we're just slowly learning. 6 games in, personalities, what meshes, and on and off the ice, I think.
One of those constants is Corey Melkert that was the assistant coach back in 1920. He's the head coach now. And speaking with a lot of the rookies and the second-year guys, they enjoy playing for Corey. He seems to be a real player's coach. You've got a different perspective. You've seen him as an assistant. Now you've seen him as a head guy. What do you make of the way that he's led this group and created this culture for the Marksmen?
Yeah, Corey's pretty much the main reason that I am back here right now playing for him. I actually played with Corey and lived with Corey the previous year, and he does a good job. He knows, what he's doing. He knows this league inside and out, so I trust him pretty much to the 100%, like on his decision-making on who's going out there, bringing in the locker room, leaving the locker room. He knows what he's doing. He's been around this league, so he's a really big part of why I'm back here.
I want to talk to you a little bit about your individual accomplishments with this organization. You're sitting on 99 points in a marksman uniform. You're already well over 100 in the league. But when you look at that number and seeing what you meant to this logo, to this organization, what does that mean for you personally?
Oh, yeah. It just shows how many games I've played down here, and it's pretty good. I got to play with a lot of good players. Over the time playing with some good players now, Carlos Forneris is really good, so he's going to help me out here, and hopefully I help him out, but it's pretty cool.
Building you've played in before, an organization that you faced plenty of times in your career. What it is about playing here in Birmingham, a little bit smaller facility, everybody's right on top of you. How do you deal with the atmosphere? It's a little bit different from some of the other barns.
Yeah, it's definitely different. It's a little more junior hockey. It's small and crowd feels like it's on you, but I like playing here. I like shooting the puck, and there's no bad shot in this building, so if I get over the blue, I can fire it, and it's honestly probably a decent shot.
Brian, thanks so much for the time. Best of luck in the chase for 100 tonight.
Thanks, sir.
That's Brian Bowen, forward for the Fayetteville Marksmen. We'll be right back with more Marksman hockey right after this.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more. Have you been hurt? Tired of feeling sore? Let Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help you. Since 1973, the doctors and physical therapists at Cape Fear Ortho have remained the experts in providing exceptional, experienced orthopedic care. From surgery to physical therapy, we can help get your body back on the right track to make you feel great again. Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official orthopedic provider of the Fayetteville Marksmen. The goal of the Fayetteville Area Metropolitan Planning Organization is to develop plans that will provide the safest and most efficient transportation while protecting and enhancing the environment. On your way to your next Marksman game, remember, you can walk, carpool, or use the FAST app to track transit system buses. Markey travels green, and you should too, with FAMPO. Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksman hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksman road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Welcome back to Birmingham. Drew Blevins alongside you. About to start the second period here in a moment. Let's go for a quick spin around the SPHL. One other game in action tonight. At the end of the second period, the Quad City Storm have a 2-1 lead on Vermilion County. Quad City is the leader of the league right now. The only team with double-digit standings points. They have 10. Vermilion County is 10th in the league with 3 standings points. In the NFL, the Atlanta Falcons are visiting Charlotte to take on the Carolina Panthers. At the end of the first quarter, the Panthers have a 3-0 lead on Atlanta. In college football, Memphis leads Tulsa 17-3. Georgia Southern trailing Louisiana Lafayette 21-7 in a Sun Belt Thursday night matchup. College football coming up for you on Saturday. East Carolina visiting Cincinnati. Missouri will take on number 5 Tennessee at Neyland Stadium. Number 9 Alabama visiting number 11 Mississippi, looking to avoid a 3-loss regular season. Boston College will visit number 16 NC State as the Wolfpack look for their second straight undefeated season at home. And another one to keep an eye on, the number 14 North Carolina Tar Heels will host an angry Wake Forest Demon Deacons team in Sam Hartman as he looks to cure the turnover woes. The Fayetteville Marksmen trying to fight their way back into this one. Puck drop of the second period is next.
Providing patients with a relaxing environment and high-quality dental care, Carolina's Dentist offers positively different dentistry in Fayetteville, Rayford, and Spring Lake.
We're in network with most insurance providers, and we offer flexible finance options to keep your dental care within reach.
From cavity prevention to dramatic smile makeovers, we offer a variety of dental services for every step of your dental health journey.
Consider us your home for all of your dental care needs.
Webb Carpet Company has been the finest in Fayetteville flooring since 1965. Our friendly and courteous staff will help you find the flooring of your dreams, including the best in pet-friendly carpet. Once you've selected your dream floor, our professional sales and installation teams will ensure your floor buying experience is exceptional. Visit us today on Rayford Road and at webcarpet.net.
Go Marksmen!
Howdy do, folks. Welcome back to Pelham, Alabama. Drew Blevins alongside you as the Fayetteville Marksmen trail the Birmingham Bulls 2-0 through 20 minutes of play. Official shot total has actually ticked upward. The Bulls outshoot the Marksmen 26-6 in the opening frame, and that seems to be a legitimate shot count. Upon further review, it will be Mike Davis who does get that second goal. My eye was fooled as Carson Rose was ready to fire a one-timer in. Puck never made it to him as Davis had a crafty little poke of the puck right between the legs of Jason Pulaski. So Davis will have his fourth of the season. Michael Gillespie moves into the team lead in points with a pair of assists in the opening period. Marksmen will go from right to left across your radio dial. They have 16 seconds of power play time left on a minor penalty for tripping to Zach Mason. Jim Callan, the linesman, will drop the puck for us as soon as we're ready to go with 20 minutes on the clock for the second period, and let's do it. Face-off won by the Bulls. They'll backhand down the near boards. That should just about do it for the Mason minor. Vincenzo Renda from behind his own net sends it off the forehand of Brian Bowen. As the Marksmen give the puck away, this will be slapped all the way down. This might be icing. The Marksmen wanted it. It is not. That might have been a favorable let go as Mason was just coming out of the penalty box, hadn't stepped on the ice yet. Headman pass to Fornaris as he'll track it down. Hayden Stewart passes to the near side corner. This is knocked ahead by Papalardo up the near boards. On his horse is Carson Vance. Backhands around the chasing Zach Mason, and the Marksmen dump it in. Right on goal to Hayden Stewart. He's going to play it out to Sam Turner. Turner, one of the 3 former Knoxville Ice Bears on this Birmingham roster. To the far side corner, Timofeyev's another one. A rare miscue for him as he turns it over. Poked ahead by Austin Alger. Alger with a nose for the net centers, but it's taken away by Taylor Brierly. Brierly to the near side boards. This is Timofeyev. Forehands to Jordan Martin, who charges by Vance, but a good defensive stick by Carson Vance forces him to lose the puck. Austin Alger pressuring Brierly. He centers for Jordan Martin at the red line. Martin pushing his man off the puck, eventually taken by DJ Jerome on the far side boards. Jerome out of Lethbridge, Alberta, lost the puck, and here's Timofeyev. Cannot get around of Albrecht cleanly, turns away from pressure, now has some space. Backhands to the far corner. This is Michael Gillespie with it. Gillespie centers off the skate of Cale List. The loose rebound is hammered on goal by Timofeyev, knocked away by Pulaski. Now Turchiev gives to the high slot. Timofeyev lost the puck, but Gillespie's got it. Now in the far side corner, Birmingham setting things up offensively again. List overworked, but gets a good stick to the puck. Jerome now to the near side boards for Austin Albrecht. He'll reverse course for Carson Vance behind to Pulaski. Vance, pressure from behind by Wisner, a turnover forced. Mike Davis feeds it up to the point, Turchiev. Now to the far defenseman, that's Blaisdell. His shot turned out by Pulaski. Marksmen have it in the far side corner of their own zone. Pinned once again, 2 minutes and 30 seconds into this second period. Knocked up ice, here's Albrecht, had the puck in his skates and couldn't corral it. The near side boards, this will be dumped in by the Marksmen. Taken by Mike Davis in his own zone. Feeds the far side boards. Birmingham's out. Andrew Lane awaiting there for the Marksman. Shoots it right back into the attacking zone. Blaisdell to the near side corner. Dumped in. Pulaski catches it off the inboards, and he'll melt it with 17:14 to go in the second period. Austin Albrecht leading the Marksmen with 5 assists so far this season. His career has taken quite the journey. Started at UMass NCAA Division I program, transferred to American International, to finish his college hockey, and then went overseas to play in Germany with Höchstädter before he finished the year in England with Manchester. International man of renown. Fascinating interview to do with him as well before the game in Knoxville, and very proud of his success. This one takes an awkward bounce off of a stanchion and will bounce behind the Marksman bench. That'll make a nice souvenir for a fan about 3 rows deep. 17:09 to go, second period, 2-0 Bulls. The goal scorers are Matt Weisner and Mike Davis. Marksmen win the draw from their own end. Andrew Lane is pressured, spins out of it, and sends it off the near side glass. He was looking for Forneris, who was knocked away from the puck. Papalardo cannot catch the pass, so here's Chris Jones. Pressured by Papalardo, backhands to Andrew Lane, who saucers it to Brian Bowen. He's up ice. Bowen had the puck go too quickly off of his backhand, so the Bulls will have a chance to break it out. Up the near side half wall, puck smacked at. He's driving after it is Troy McTavish. Taken here by Lane. Backhands to Jones, who feeds it around the far boards to Bowen. Intercepted there. Bulls hold the zone. Here's Sam Turner. Up. No, they didn't. Jesse Burns all over it as that puck just, and I mean just, crossed over the Birmingham attacking blue line. So we get a pause with 16:30 to go in the second period. 2-0 Bulls. Face-off, one forward by Jordan Martin, taken away by the Marksmen, and Birmingham resets to the far side half wall. Reaching after it is Jordan Martin, met stick-to-stick by Renda. Martin prevails, gives to Mason, who feeds the point in Blaisdell. His shot deflects behind the net, be scooped up by Stefan Brucato, former captain of the Knoxville Ice Bears. Brucato, run into the near side boards by DJ Jerome. Now Jarrett Cup there for the puck. Cup had his stick lifted, now steps on the puck, lost his balance. Zach Mason backhands to the point, intercepted. Glover with speed around Brierly. He's got a man going with him. Glover feeds in front. They score! Or do they? It is waved off! Robert Peterkin says no goal. Drake Glover from his knees made the centering pass. I don't know how Stewart kept it out of the net, and the officials are going to confer about this one. We'll see if we can get you a look on replay here. There's one of Glover twisting in, and it will stand as no goal. This is where I so badly wish that the SPHL would use the resources available to them for some sort of video replay system. It's in at the ECHL, it's in at the AHL, and folks, I'll be honest, I thought the puck crossed the line. I think it's under Hayden Stewart, and I think it's under him across the line, but there's no definitive way to see that from the official's perspective. And that's going to be frustrating. The Marksman bench thought that puck was in. I think that puck was in, but it's an understandable reason why you can't point at the net and call it a good goal with the evidence given to you. And I again, you want to see that on replay. This is the second time this season the Marksmen have been caught in one of those, I wish we could get a better look at it. And this one doesn't go their way. Here's a drive to the far side corner, picked up by the Bulls. Turning with it, here's Michael Gillespie. 2 assists already in the game. Feeds the point. Turner lets it go. Knocked down by Pulaski. Andrew Lane has the rebound. Flings it all the way down. This might be icing, and it will be. 14:49 to go in the second period. The Marksmen thought they had one. Hayden Stewart thought differently. It remains 2-0.
Webb Carpet Company has been the finest in Fayetteville flooring since 1965. Our friendly and courteous staff will help you find the flooring of your dreams, including the best in pet-friendly carpet. Once you've selected your dream floor, our professional sales and installation teams will ensure your floor buying experience is exceptional. Visit us today on Rayford Road and at webcarpet.net.
Go Marksmen!
Look at
Welcome back to Pelham, Alabama. Drew Blevins alongside you on the Marksman Radio Network and Hockey TV. College night here for the Birmingham Bulls as they'll kick off a busy weekend. The Knoxville Ice Bears will come to Birmingham tomorrow for Military Appreciation Night. Drake Glover was in line for his 4th goal of the season. He would have taken the team lead in the category away from the captain, Taylor McCloy. Hayden Stewart had the puck tied up in his skates. It was under him, but without the aid of video review, Robert Peterkin, the referee, did not see the puck across the line clearly. He says no goal. It was conferenced about, and the call on the ice stood. So we remain 2-0 with 14:45 to go in this second period. Here's Rose, lost his balance and sent the shot low. Deflected into the protective netting by Pulaski out of play. Rose frustrated as he looks down at that left skate, lost an edge. Well, for Craig Simchuk and Kevin Kerr, things going swimmingly to start the season for the Birmingham Bulls. Corey Melkert in his pregame interview before Sunday's win over Roanoke said he thought Birmingham was going to be a top 3 or 4 team in the league. You see why. Marksman looking for a little bit of offense here as Andrew Lane got stung on the play. He's back up and fighting for the puck as Blaisdell sends it to Jonathan Pace. His centering pass is out of the reach of its intended recipient, and Lane flips it up in the air. Carlos Forneris has it with space, splits the defense. A slash from behind, but the Marksman will hold the line. It rolls to the near side boards and is out. Here's Jake Papalardo. To the far side hash marks. He's going to let it go from there. Pulaski watches into his midsection. Now a tie-up in front of the net. Shoves given. Mike Davis is in on it. Carson Vance also there. Matt McNair's had his helmet ripped off. And this is going to end up being a larger scuffle than initially anticipated. 8 of the 10 skaters on the ice are in the pile. And we'll see if any penalties are levied at the end of this sequence. Does not look like there will be. Yeah, Mike Davis coming in there. Normally you won't see a guy with a C charge in to a scuffle that only involves 2 players. Nah, Mike Davis has that attribute that Corey Melkert calls jam. A real go-getter, veteran player in the league, is added to a long list of Bulls captains that includes his head coach, Craig Simchuk, as well as former Columbus Cottonmouth standout, Jerome Bichard. Dumped in behind the net. Pulaski's going to settle on his backhand. Shoot it to the near side boards for Glover. He turns it over. This is Troy McTavish. Flings it well wide of the far side post. Picked up by the Marksman. Here they go. A headman pass to Glover. Nearly had a breakaway, but Taylor Brierly stops it as the last man standing. Now McTavish charges ahead. 3-on-3 as the Bulls are into attacking ice. Drops at the far face-off circle. Taken by Jordan Martin. Back up to the point. Turchiev sets up Brierly for a one-timer. Off the skate of Zach Mason and wide. Picked up on the far side, blue line, dumped to the far corner. Mason backhands to Turchiev. Artur Turchiev turning with it, feeds it up to the point. This is Mason, gives the puck away. Here come the Marksmen, maybe a 2-on-1. Alger gives to Jerome. He toe drags, holding, he shoots. Hayden Stewart says no. Big rebound. Where's the puck? Stewart keeps it out. His best stop of the game. Doug Blaisdell, the defenseman, charging in, had the puck raked off of his stick. He'll use the long reach to poke it, but right to Cale List. List, dipsy-doos around his man. He broke the ankles of Matt Weissner. Here goes Cale List again. Use the boards as a bank to move the puck in. Now Jerome lets this one go. Misses wide of the far post. Rebound picked up by Albrecht. He'll give to Cale List, who's shown off the stick handling moves. Albrecht with a low shot. Through traffic. Stewart with a big stop. Right at the far side goal post. And now it's Goldowski to feed Weisner on the far side boards, and Birmingham survives. Cale List Defending Stefan Brucato took the puck from him. Weisner unable to get it, and the Marksmen are back out. Taylor McCloy, it's a 3-on-2 rush. Drops behind him. McNair lets it go. Stewart punches it out. Stays in play. Andrew Lane had it, lost it to Brucato. Slides it down the near wing. Goldowski has a lane, shoots. Knocked away by the glove side leg pad of Pawlowski as we've gotten into a track meet here. McCloy's turn to take it. Feeds it up ice. A good stick by Weisner to intercept the pass at the red line. Birmingham will reset as Gillespie shoots it into the attacking zone. Stolen by Elaine, now to the far side wing. Dumped in by Nick Mangone as he flips it over into the near side boards. Papalardo pressured by McNair. The Marksmen take the puck. This is Brian Bowen using his large frame to feed it up for Carson Vance. Vance lays it behind the net looking for Matt McNair. He's punished behind the net. Picked up here by Mangone. Nick Mangone working with it, or begging your pardon, it's Carlos Forneris. Behind the net, Carson Vance picks up the puck in the far side corner. The defenseman jumping up into the offensive attack. Vance centers, it goes off the stick of Gillespie, taken by Jonathan Pace, who will feed Timofeyev with speed. Timofeyev to Gillespie, lets it go. Pawlowski with a tight blocker arm, keeps it from going through the 6-hole, and the Marksmen survive a rush again. Jason Pawlowski keeping his team in this one, and that is spurning a little bit of offensive success for the Marksmen. Now Gillespie to the near corner, shoots it off the backside of Andrew Lane. Gillespie resets to the point. Brierly now to Turchiev. Artur Turchiev turns behind the net. Touched by Papalardo into the near side corner. Back up to the point. Turchiev fumbles with it. Birmingham's out. Here's Andrew Lane with it. He's looking up ice for a passing lane. Lane's going to dump it in himself. DJ Jerome gets to the near side corner. He's got the puck, turns away from contact. Jerome into the near side corner, taken by Drake Glover. Glover stick handling around of his man. Glover on his backhand will give behind the net to DJ Jerome. Jerome turns for Austin Alger on his backhand. Alger now holds to the near circle, gives a backdoor pass, tipped on goal. Stewart got a piece of it with a catching side shoulder. Moved out quickly. Jordan Martin with a charge down the rink. Here's Martin. He centers. Pawlowski run into as the puck was denied. Glover now to Jarrett Cupp, who will hop into the rush. Cupp around of Jonathan Pace into the near side corner. Jarrett Cupp's going to play it further behind the net. Doug Blaisdell going against DJ Jerome, who will leave it behind the cage for Glover. He gets in a shoving match. Jordan Martin pulls away with the puck. Chips it off the near side glass. It's back out to center. We're just beyond the halfway point of this game. 2-0 Birmingham. Martin knocked away a pass at the red line. It'll bounce to Doug Blaisdell, who will turn and find Zach Mason. Mason and Blaisdell play pitch and catch along the face-off circles in their own end. Birmingham struggling to keep up the pace they had in the first period. Carson Rose, hound dog from behind. Backhands into his own slot for Blaisdell, who will push to Jonathan Pace near wing. Up ice for Weisner. Chris Jones holds him off as Pawlowski pokes it to the near side corner. A centering pass taken away. The Marksmen have numbers if they hurry. McCloy unable to catch up to the puck as Turchiev dumps it right back in. Cale List will find it to the far side corner for the Marksmen. 9:10 to go in the second period. This is Chris Jones. Turns and finds Cale List, who feeds it to the far wing. FX Girard dumps a bouncing puck in. Too close for comfort to Hayden Stewart. He keeps it out though. Albrecht plays it back behind the cage. Scooped up by FX Girard. He fights back to the puck, but loses it eventually. A hard hit delivered to Troy McTavish, but not before he finds Weisner crossing the attacking blue line. Weisner's shot knocked away by Andrew Lane, who put his shin pads together on the near side boards. Goldowski for Birmingham. Gives it up to the point. This is Artur Turchiev. Turns, finds Weisner, calls for it right back. He's got it. Turchiev looking for a lane, spins away from pressure. Now Turchiev's going to fire it off a skate on the way through. Behind the net, Weisner. He centers, they shoot, they score! Goldowski found the rolling puck in front, and after every sequence and chance for the Marksmen, they give up another to make it 3-0 Birmingham. Weisner will have an assist on the Goldowski goal. It'll be his first of the season and his first point of the season. The time of this goal will be 11:36 into the period. Goldowski's goal makes it 3-0 for the Bulls. And that one's going to sting worse than the first two. Timofeyev feeds to Papalardo, who was unable to catch up to it. Now Andrew Lane finds it. Up the near wing, Fornaris turns it over. Papalardo can't control the puck, and Carson Vance will play behind the net to Andrew Lane. Lane to the near side wing. Fornaris had the puck knocked away from him. Fornaris will dig it free. Feeds it down the near side wing for Brian Bowen. Bowen awaiting reinforcements. Across ice pass. He's got a man. The low wrist shot by Vance. Knocked away by Gillespie. This puck rolls right in front of Hayden Stewart. Cleared away by his defensive group and cleared up the far boards and out. 7:30 to go, second period. 3-0 Birmingham. Marksmen lost only once in this building last season. Vincenzo Renda pressured from behind in the far side corner. Renda pins the puck in the far corner. Pressured by Martin and Zach Mason. Renda now, help from Fornaris. Backhands to Glover, who pushes to the far sideboards. The Marksmen are out. Maybe a chance if they hurry. Fornaris centers to Glover. Well defended as the Bulls survive another would-be odd-man rush. Jordan Martin down the near wing. Off-angle shot turned out by Pulaski to the far side corner. DJ Jerome overskates the puck. Scoop back up by Jordan Martin. Dumps it into the near corner. Kale List takes it. Feeds up the far boards. DJ Jerome pokes it ahead to Fornaris. Fornaris gives into the middle for Glover. The pass too weak, intercepted. Marksman reset. This is Renda. Stick handling to Kale List now. List finds Renda, far side boards. Ahead to Austin Albrecht. Blows by Mike Davis. Albrecht looking for a shooting lane. Taken away by Hayden Stewart as he came out to play the puck. Marksmen have it again. Renda with a drive from the far hash marks. Caught by Stewart. No rebound. Good pace to this one. The Bulls find another. 3-0 Birmingham.
Save the date, November 12th. We're having our amazing Invisalign Day with the best offers of the year.
Not only will you get $1,500 off Invisalign treatment, you'll also be entered to win a $2,000 shopping spree with your choice of Amazon or Visa gift card just in time for the holidays. Please call today to schedule your free consultation for this one-day only special. Your dream smile starts here.
.6:23 to go, second period. Fayetteville Marksmen trailing the Birmingham Bulls 3-0. This is the largest deficit to Birmingham since December of last year, where the Marksmen lost 8-5 in what would stand as the second highest scoring game in the SPHL last season. They're going to need some gumption here. So the face-off will be to the glove hand side of Hayden Stewart, and it is won by Birmingham, who has been sublime in the face-off circle in this one. Up the far board, Sam Turner is able to get it ahead to Mike Davis, tries to split the defense. Pulaski's going to come out and play it himself. May spring a rush. He was looking for Albrecht, but it'll be chased down instead by Brierly. Sam Turner finds Brierly up the far sideboards. 3-on-2 for Birmingham if they hurry. Brierly centers. He's got a man in front. Backhanded on goal. Pulaski with a huge save. That was a partial breakaway for Weisner, who's having a very good game to this point. FX Girard to Austin Albrecht. Just poked ahead of the blue line before it's picked up by Taylor Brierly. To the far boards. Awkward bounce off of Taylor McCloy. Looked like it stung him. This is eventually going to roll to Hayden Stewart. He's going to melt the puck. 5:38 to go in this second period. Fayetteville Marksmen just looking for a glimmer of offense. If they're unable to score in the next 5:38, it will be the second road game in 3 road games where they have been held scoreless through 40 minutes. And already this season, the Marksmen have been held without a goal over a 4-period stretch by Macon and Roanoke. Behind the net here, this is Troy McTavish in his own end. In his attacking end. He's practically triple-teamed. A bevy of humanity is lined up behind of Jason Pulaski. This puck is dug free. The Marksmen will have a rush 3-on-3 up the ice. McNair gains the red line, shoots it in. Brian Bowen going after it. Bowen picks up the puck on his forehand, rotating around the left wing side circle. Bowen hanging on to the puck here, lets it go. It's tipped just before it got to Stewart wide. Chris Jones going to let this one go. Scooped up by Hayden Stewart. No rebound. 4:53 to go in the second period here in Birmingham, Alabama. 3-0 Bulls.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
4:53 to go in the second period here in Birmingham. The Bulls leading the Fayetteville Marksmen 3-0. They're out shooting the Marksmen 41-13 in the game. If you're looking for some good news, the Carolina Panthers have a 10-0 lead on the Atlanta Falcons and are on the edge of the red zone, looking for their first win over a Falcons team that has dominated in Charlotte and won the last 6 at Bank of America Stadium. Face-off won by the Marksmen. Behind the net, Alger run into centering pass. They score! It bounces to Glover, who was posted up in front. This one doesn't need a discussion. It counts. Shutout broken 3-1. Drake Glover will have his 4th of the season with members of his family in attendance. That looked like a broken play, but Austin Alger finds a way to get the puck in front. Goal will come 16-13 into the period, and we'll see if this opens the floodgates for the Marksmen. Backhanded to the far boards, the pass intercepted. Here's Timofeyev. Down the near board, Stepan Timofeyev feeds the far wing. A one-timer hammered over the crossbar. And this is deemed as the net has been knocked off of its moorings. Huge goal from Drake Glover. So the Marksmen will get one back. And against the Rail Yard Dogs on Sunday, seeing one go in opened up the offense. They scored another rather rapidly. This is big because Birmingham is being outscored in the third period 6-3. They do not want to blow out what at one point was a 3-goal lead here in front of their home fans. Jarrett Cupp feeds to Vincenzo Renda. Looking up ice, Renda has the puck tied up in the skates of McCloy. Nick Mangone getting to it. He'll dump it in for the Marksmen with 3:50 to go in the second period. Behind the net, Bulls will take the puck and settle to the near wing. This is Jonathan Pace. Backhands up ice, well defended by Cupp, but he lost his balance. Here's Weisner. A backdoor feed to Brucato. It's over top the net as it rolled on Stepan Brucato at the last second. Tries to tuck it at the far post. Pulowski seals and covers. Stefan Brucato was a thorn in the side of the Fayetteville Marksmen last year. He came in contact with Don Oliveri a couple of times. Oliveri got the better of him in each of them, but he was also able to draw a couple of bad penalties at critical points in the game. A very interesting move for Stefan Brucato is when Jeff Carr was named the assistant, now head coach in Norfolk, left the Knoxville Ice Bears. He did not want to stick around for Brent Clark. So Brucato and Timofeyev make their way here. Sam Turner, a free agent, signed. He's the third Ice Bear, now dressing in red and black. Andrew Lane dumps the puck in behind the net. Hayden Stewart with a one-touch pass to Doug Blaisdell. Finds Mike Davis, gave it away. Fornaris with a chance in tight. A good recovery by Blaisdell without allowing Fornaris to get a shot off. Carson Rose down the far side boards will take it. Rose driving, lets it go. Caught by Pulaski. This is covered as Rose got a late shot in on Andrew Lane. That'll be the second 40-save performance in 3 games for Jason Pulaski, who is looking for his 30th SPHL win this evening. Draw will be to his blocker side. It's a face-off where the puck is tied up, ended up high in the air. Marksmen get to it on the far side boards. Chris Jones backhands it out to the safety of center. Everybody has to touch up. Jones to Cale List. Finds his man in the middle. This is Austin Alger. Dekes around his man, feeds to the far side boards. Brierly for Birmingham. Taylor Brierly to the far side half wall, picked up by Jordan Martin. He'll dump it in as he is hammered. This is going to be a penalty on DJ Jerome on the hit. Jerome will take a shove from Jonathan Pace. We'll see what this gets called. More conversation as Jerome and I believe that's Turchiev on the far side discussing. A lot of things going on. Austin Alger in a conversation with Jonathan Pace, and he just drew the penalty. Oh, what a play by Austin Alger as he drew the minor penalty on Jonathan Pace. We're going to go 4-on-4. That's a 10-year veteran play. All he did was talk to him all the way back to the bench. Jonathan Pace will take the bait. We'll go 4-on-4. You'll hear the crowd's reaction. There is no stat for drawn penalties. But if there was, Austin Alger would have one. That's fantastic. We'll skate 4-on-4. DJ Jerome off for elbowing. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Jonathan Pace. 2:20 to go in the second period. This is going to open things up a lot. Robert Peterkin's coming back to the scorer's table here. And I think the question is this an unsportsmanlike conduct or a game misconduct? It is a roughing call officially on Jerome, begging your pardon. But we'll go 4-on-4. Fans not happy as the Marksmen win the face-off forward. Here's FX Girard charging ahead. Runs into his man behind the net. For Robert Peterkin, I don't know what he heard, but it's 4-on-4 until we hit the 20-second mark to go in this period. Both players at that point will come out of the penalty box. To the far side face-off circle, Martin spins a weak shot on goal. Marksman will settle. Renda turns right into pressure. Marksman get it to Matt McNair on the far side half wall. Intercepted by Gillespie, sets up Turchiev. Turchiev. Stick handles back and will find Sam Turner at the blue line. Now Turchiev near wing. Turner at the blue line. Collision right in front of the net as Gillespie took a spill. Marksmen take the puck. It's a 3-on-2 for Fayetteville. Here's Matt McNair ahead of the red line. Backhands to the near wing for FX Girard. Girard taken down by Carson Rose, who will take the puck. Now the Marksmen want to change. 3-on-2 for Birmingham if they hurry. Rose to the far side circle. Drops it for Timofeyev, who will dump it behind the cage. Renda to the puck. Gives it away to Rose, right in front. He digs, slides it in front, and the rebound scores. Timofeyev knocks in the rebound off the Renda turnover, 4-1. You cannot afford to fumble the puck right in front of the net. Stepan Timofeyev is going to have his second goal of the season, and that is a momentum-changing marker for Birmingham. Carson Vance walks along his attacking blue line. Toe drags around Brucato. He'll give to Fornaris, who dekes. Fornaris to the back door. They score! Brian Bowen! Brian Bowen gets it right back, and that's a little history. The 100th point in a Marksman uniform for Brian Bowen. What an answer. What a find, what a feed, what a finish. This goal comes 19-20 into the second period, and Brian Bowen brings the Marksmen back within 2. Up the far boards, here comes Carlos Fornaris driving. Fornaris met stick to stick by Brierly. Both players out of the penalty box. This could spring a rush for pace, but the puck runs too far for him. Shovels the puck toward the front of the net. Line will be held, whacked at by Papalardo, cleared up into the meshing by Pulaski, and that will at least create a defensive zone draw. Jordan Martin wanted to draw a penalty against Fayetteville as he ran into Lane, who was not a reactive player. Was forced to answer by Drake Glover. 8.5 seconds to go in this hockey game, or in the second period of this hockey game, I should more accurately say. 4-2. Draw won by the Marksmen, as they are going to get out of this frame and head to one where they are much, much stronger. That's the end of 40 minutes of regulation. The Birmingham Bulls leading the Fayetteville Marksmen 4-2. Shots on goal in that period for Birmingham 20 and a game total of 46. For the Fayetteville Marksmen 9 and a game total of 15. Coming up during our second period intermission break, we will recap a wild period for you. We'll also answer some of your listener-submitted questions up here in the broadcast booth. This is Marksman Hockey.
Providing patients with a relaxing environment and high-quality dental care, Carolina's Dentist offers positively different dentistry in Fayetteville, Rayford, and Spring Lake.
We're in network with most insurance providers, and we offer flexible finance options to keep your dental care within reach.
From cavity prevention to dramatic smile makeovers, we offer a variety of dental services for every step of your dental health journey.
Consider us your home for all of your dental care needs.
Webb Carpet Company has been the finest in Fayetteville flooring since 1965. Our friendly and courteous staff will help you find the flooring of your dreams, including the best in pet-friendly carpet. Once you've selected your dream floor, our professional sales and installation teams will ensure your floor buying experience is exceptional. Visit us today on Rayford Road and at webcarpet.net.
Go Marksmen!
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Save the date, November 12th. we're having our amazing Invisalign Day with the best offers of the year.
Not only will you get $1,500 off Invisalign treatment, you'll also be entered to win a $2,000 shopping spree with your choice of Amazon or Visa gift card just in time for the holidays. Please call today to schedule your free consultation for this one-day only special. Your dream smile starts here.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Kelly, you need to unmute yourself.
For some, it's just the sound of ice hitting heavy-duty plastic. But for us, it's the signal calling us back to the light. And to Greg's house, because he just got a new grill.
Connecting to Hot Jams playlist.
Welcome back, Bud Light legends. It's time to take summer by the coolers.
Experience the thrill of being a Fayetteville Marksmen season ticket holder and all the benefits that come along with it, including your same great seat for 28 or 14 home games, exclusive season ticket member events, and an opportunity to enjoy discounts on food and beverage and merchandise at the Crown Coliseum. Skate to marksmanhockey.com/season tickets to learn more.
Welcome back to Birmingham, Alabama. Drew Blevins in the broadcast booth with you. That was a period that the Marksmen needed to find, but there's still things that they've got to improve on and find some consistency. Once again, they give up 20 shots in a period for back-to-back periods. They've given up 18 or more in 3 of their last 9 periods, or 3 of their last 8 periods now. And for Corey Melkert, the former defenseman and a highly defensive-minded head coach, that'll be the thing that'll just give you nightmares. The Birmingham Bulls come back and they score what I think is going to stand to be the most important goal in this hockey game if Birmingham hangs on for the win. It's Jake Goldowski crashing the net off of a Matt Weisner shot. Weisner scored the game's opening goal. Goldowski puts the rebound by Pulaski. This came on the heels of back-and-forth rushes between both teams and really good offense by the Marksmen. They created some chances. The highlight in that period that's not going to get talked about, and this one's going to go back, and I invite you, if you're following along on Hockey TV, go back, see if you can find a replay, see if you can get a better angle of this. Drake Glover slid a puck to the net front. It got tied up in the skates of Hayden Stewart. He fell to his knees. Certainly looked like all of him was in the net, and the puck was definitely under him. But according to Robert Peterkin, that's not a goal. And again, we've talked about this before. There is a need for video review in all levels of hockey. As technology improves, there is smaller and smaller and smaller amounts of reasons not to have it. That's one very similar to the goaltender interference in Roanoke. I don't know if it changes the call, but you'd really like to have a look at it for a little bit more certainty. This time the officials got together in the semicircle. All of them came to the same conclusion. No goal in the play, and right off of that is when Goldowski scores. Glover, not to be denied, though, drives the net front. Austin Alger gets ridden into the inboards. Miracles the puck into the net front. Glover makes no mistake, scoring his 4th of the season. That opens some offensive floodgates, but then Birmingham gets one that is gift-wrapped as Vincenzo Renda turns the puck over in front of the net to Carson Rose. Jason Pulaski makes a Herculean save, but nobody picks up Stepan Timofeyev, who walks right in front, taps the puck over. Pulaski makes it 4-1, but then Brian Bowen, driving down the far side wing, beats Hayden Stewart, said he was excited to play against him tonight, and that's the reason why. Brian Bowen has the key to unlocking Hayden Stewart. He scores on him again. That's his 100th point in a Marksman uniform in his career in his 123rd SPHL game between all teams combined. Congratulations to Brian Bowen for hitting that mark. That makes it 4-2. Now here's the silver lining for the Fayetteville Marksmen. Birmingham has not been the team to close out hockey games. They are being outscored 6-3 in the third period. The Fayetteville Marksmen seem to find a way in the third just to get a hair better, and because of that bow and goal, I don't think this one is over just quite yet. Should be a fun finish. Coming up after this break, we'll answer some of your listener-submitted questions from right up here in the broadcast booth. This is Marksman Hockey.
Have you been hurt? Tired of feeling sore? Let Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help you. Since 1973, the doctors and physical therapists at Cape Fear Ortho have remained the experts in providing exceptional, experienced orthopedic care. From surgery to physical therapy, we can help get your body back on the right track to make you feel great again. Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official orthopedic provider of the Fayetteville Marksmen. The goal of the Fayetteville Area Metropolitan Planning Organization is to develop plans that will provide the safest and most efficient transportation while protecting and enhancing the environment. On your way to your next Marksman game, remember, you can walk, carpool, or use the FAST app to track transit system buses. Markey travels green, and you should too, with FAMPO. Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksman Hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksman road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Welcome you back to Birmingham, Alabama, where the Fayetteville Marksmen trail the Birmingham Bulls by a count of 4-2. Time to bring you into the broadcast booth for our Ask the Voice segment, where we answer one of your listener-submitted questions right up here in the broadcast booth. If you want to have one of your questions answered in a future edition of Ask the Voice, all you have to do is email me at dblevins, that's DBLEVINS, at marksmanhockey.com with your name, where you're listening from, and a good question about the game of hockey. Tonight's question comes from Mitch, who is listening in Roanoke, Virginia, from way up there in visiting territory. Mitch wants to know, what is the textbook definition of goaltender interference, and how is it implemented into the game? Mitch, if I could define this for you clearly, I would not be working in the SPHL. I would probably be a director of officials somewhere in the National League. It's that difficult to describe. The textbook definition is a skater cannot prevent the goaltender from playing his position, creating an unfair advantage that allows a puck to go on the net. And that's the definition that I think everybody comes back to. Does an opposing player of his own volition create a disadvantage for the goaltender and not allow him to play his position? This is very difficult to judge because there's often a lot of contact in front of the net. There's often those things where, well, was an opposing player pushed into the goaltender? Did the opposing player go to the net in front? the best example that I can give you, I think, is one of the closest plays that we're going to see this season when it comes to goaltender interference, and that's the one where you've got Brady Hepner from the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs cutting in front of Jason Pulaski last Friday. Because Hepner went into the goal crease first of his own volition, that takes away the contact from Vincenzo Renda. As Hepner comes skate to skate with Pulaski, Pulaski goes down, the puck is still in front of him. He has at that point infringed on Pulaski's ability to play the position. It's one of the toughest things to judge in hockey, and it's the reason that I do not want to be down on ice level wearing the stripes and the orange bands having to make that call. But the textbook definition is an opposing player cannot prevent the goaltender from performing his duties and being able to stop the puck. So that's as clear as I can get for you. I hope that clears things up at least to the level of most everybody else's understanding. But that's a fantastic question, and I sincerely wish that there was more detail that I could give to you. It's just one of those things that is a gray area in the game and not clear-cut black or white. So thanks to Mitch for his question this evening. We hope that you'll submit some of yours for future editions of Ask the Voice. Again, if you want to have one of your questions answered, all you have to do is email me, dblevins, DBLEVINS, at marksmanhockey.com with your name, where you're listening from, and a good question about the game of hockey or the Fayetteville Marksmen. Folks, should be a fun finish here. We'll take you around the SPHL and the world of sports right after this.
Providing patients with a relaxing environment and high-quality dental care, Carolina's Dentist offers positively different dentistry in Fayetteville, Rayford, and Spring Lake.
We're in network with most insurance providers, and we offer flexible finance options to keep your dental care within reach.
From cavity prevention to dramatic smile makeovers, we offer a variety of dental services for every step of your dental health journey.
Consider us your home for all of your dental care needs.
Webb Carpet Company has been the finest in Fayetteville flooring since 1965. Our friendly and courteous staff will help you find the flooring of your dreams, including the best in pet-friendly carpet. Once you've selected your dream floor, our professional sales and installation teams will ensure your floor buying experience is exceptional. Visit us today on Rayford Road and at webcarpet.net.
Go Marksmen!
Save the date, November 12th. We're having our amazing Invisalign Day with our best offers of the year.
Not only will you get $1,500 off Invisalign treatment, you'll also be entered to win a $2,000 shopping spree with your choice of Amazon or Visa gift card just in time for the holidays. Please call today to schedule your free consultation for this one-day only special. Your dream smile starts here.
Welcome back to Pelham, Alabama, the Pelham Civic Complex. Let's go for a quick spin around the league. Only one other game going on in action here tonight, and it has just, and I mean just, gone final. The Quad City Storm add some offense in the third period. They defeat Vermilion County 4-1 at home. Quad City will remain the number one team in the SPHL, at least for another evening. What's going on in the rest of the world of sports? The Carolina Panthers have just gotten the football back. They're up on the Atlanta Falcons 13-3 with 14 minutes to go in the third quarter. They're in punting situation as of right now. College football has a couple of games in action coming out of halftime. Memphis leading Tulsa 20-3 in the American, and Louisiana Lafayette has grown their lead to 30-7 over Georgia Southern in the Sun Belt. One final of note from the NHL, the Carolina Hurricanes find some offense. They defeat the Edmonton Oilers 7-2 in a rematch of the 2006 Stanley Cup Final. Well, in a rematch of a 2019 playoff series, we'll go to the third period between Birmingham and Fayetteville. Next.
Been hurt? Tired of feeling sore? Let Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help you. Since 1973, the doctors and physical therapists at Cape Fear Ortho have remained the experts in providing exceptional, experienced orthopedic care. From surgery to physical therapy, we can help get your body back on the right track to make you feel great again. Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official orthopedic provider of the Fayetteville Marksmen. The goal of the Fayetteville Area Metropolitan Planning Organization is to develop plans that will provide the safest and most efficient transportation while protecting and enhancing the environment. On your way to your next Marksman game, remember, you can walk, carpool, or use the FAST app to track transit system buses. Markey travels green, and you should too, with FAMPO. Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
We welcome you back to Birmingham, Alabama. Time to drop the puck on period number 3 between the Bulls and the Fayetteville Marksmen. Delighted to have you with us. The Marksmen found a little bit of offense after the Bulls jumped out to a 2-0 lead. Fayetteville has not been within one since the game was 1-0, 7:37 into the first period. Bowen, McNair, Fornaris, 20, 21, 22, the line to start things off for the Marksmen. A pass ahead, McNair keeps it onside, he's got a lane. Good defense, but here's a chance for Bowen, he lifts it just wide. Brian Bowen has held the key to unlocking Hayden Stewart. He's on the far side post now. Fed to the point, Cup gives to Bowen, back for Fornaris, who fans on the one-timer. Carlos Fornaris behind the net, has the puck on his backhand and shovels to Jarrett Cup. All the way around the kick plate. This is taken away by Sam Turner, who is the newest Bull. Turner gains the red line, shoots it in. Birmingham is -3 in goals in the third period. That's why this becomes particularly intriguing. Up to the far side wing, here come the Marksmen. Chip to Austin Alger, who's enjoyed a nice game. Gets by his man, but Taylor Brierly is there. Brierly for Birmingham to the near side wing. Sends a pass ahead that's off of Goldowski, who scored his first SPHL goal in the second period. DJ Jerome, hound dog from behind, gets it to Alger. He fumbles with the puck, and Birmingham will chip it ahead to the red line. Intercepted by Andrew Lane. Snapped in all the way around the dasher. DJ Jerome coming stick to stick with Blaisdell. Birmingham wins the battle. They're out. Goldowski dumps it in behind Pulaski. He's out of his net to play it. Shovels it awkwardly to Carson Vance. Fed to the far side wing. It's snapped up ice. Here come the Marksmen. FX Sherrard with speed down the near wing. Turns away from pressure. Holding onto the puck on the far side half wall. He turns it over. Doug Blaisdell brings it ahead of the red line. Fires it over the stick of Mike Davis. Vance is the first one in. Bracing for contact. Vance gave it initially to Lane. Vance comes back to grab it. Sends it to Gerard. He'll fling it all the way across the rink for Albrecht. One-on-one against Blaisdell. He's beaten him. A takedown from behind. We'll keep going. That was a tackle worthy of Thursday night football as we'll continue play. Weisner backhands to Carson Rose down the near wing with space. He toe drags. Shut down by Pulaski with a far leg pad. A centering pass ricochets off Pulaski. He dives and melts it down with 17:44 to go in the third period. 4-2 Bulls. Face-off will go to the glove hand side. Jason Pulaski, who thus far has pitched a 43 save performance in this hockey game. Keep in mind that the Bulls lost in a 60 save performance to Christian Stead and the Knoxville Ice Bears. They'll see them again here tomorrow, but That's about what it takes as Zach Mason's shot deflects into the protective netting and well out of play. 17:30 to go in this third period. Things don't get any easier for the Marksmen. They'll head down to the Gulf of Mexico in Pensacola, Florida overnight. That's about a 3.5-hour bus ride here from Birmingham. They'll play 2 against the Ice Flyers and then will be off on Sunday. The busiest stretch of the season for the Marksmen. It'll be 6 games in 9 days on back-to-back 3-3s. Behind the net, 2-by-2 they battle. Jason Pulaski watching directly behind him. McNair trying to dig this puck free, does for a moment, right back into the traffic. Jonathan Pace steps forward to hold the line. A round of cup to Jordan Martin. This one rolls off of his backhand. Fornaris chips it up ice looking for McNair. Causes the pass to be deflected. Back out to center. Now Bowen charges ahead. He lost the puck. Troy McTavish will dump it in. Vincenzo Renda going back behind the net. Feeds it to Jarrett Cupp. Slides a pass that's intercepted. McTavish with a one-timer. Knocked away by Pulaski, who was slow to get up. He has been busy all night long. Moved up ice by Cupp, off of a skate and intercepted. Timofeyev lets it go into the chest of Pulaski. He fumbled the rebound, but the Marksmen have it. Up through center, a pass deflected by Alger, never got out to the blue line. So the Bulls reset, a centering feed, intercepted here by Austin Alger. His pass to Glover, tipped on the air. Glover, glove to stick, dumps it in. Glover will go to Chase Taylor Byerly with Alger. They force a turnover behind the net, but Timofeyev takes the puck right back for Birmingham. To the near wing, Gillespie punches it back for Doug Blaisdell. He'll give ahead to Timofeyev, who scored the most recent goal for Birmingham. Timofeyev pinned to the near side half wall. This is intercepted. Andrew Lane flings it end over end. It'll bounce twice right onto the stick of Artur Tertiev. Tertiev snaps a pass ahead looking for Goldowski. Icing Wade. Pulaski's going to come out to play it off the near side boards. Goldowski finds it as he works shoulder to shoulder on Andrew Lane. Lane lost a stick. Goldowski turns toward the net front. Moves away at the near face-off circle. Feeds the point. Turner with a blast. Pulaski finds it in the traffic and hangs on. 15:35 to go in this third period. Birmingham playing inspired hockey as they look to preserve what would be their 4th win of the season. This becomes a game where the winner is going to jump the loser in the standings. Right now it is a tie. Birmingham, by virtue of playing one less game, has it. Good chance here for the Marksmen as Albrecht charges ahead. He lost the puck in his skates on a headman pass. Taylor McCloy leaning on his man, but Birmingham's able to get this out, and Andrew Lane will track it down. Lane feeds to the far boards, a one-touch pass to Taylor McCloy. The captain at the far face-off circle, met and dropped, and here comes Mike Davis. He's against Vance. He'll drop it back. Martin fires. He sizzles it over the crossbar. A good chance for Jordan Martin, but he lifted out of his shot too soon and misses high. Behind the net is Carson Rose, second-year sensation. Feeds it up to the point. Pace finds Brierly, shot through traffic, knocked away by Pulaski. Rose unable to find the rebound. The Marksmen unable to get it out. Mangone turns it over to Carson Rose. Feeds it to Jonathan Pace. He's going to let it go. It pinballs in on Pulaski. He finds it and melts the puck. 14:34 to go in the third period. Marksmen looking for a comeback effort. They'll need some offense after this.
Have you been hurt? Tired of feeling sore? Let Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine help you. Since 1973, the doctors and physical therapists at Cape Fear Ortho have remained the experts in providing exceptional, experienced orthopedic care. From surgery to physical therapy, we can help get your body back on the right track to make you feel great again. Cape Fear Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the official orthopedic provider of the Fayetteville Marksmen.
$14:34 to go in the third period here from the Pelham Civic Complex in Pelham, Alabama. In the shadow of the Vulcan statue in Birmingham, The Marksmen looking for their iron resolve in the Iron City, trying for the second time in as many games to come back from down 2. They trailed by 3 at one point in this contest. Centering pass goes off the outside of the net, batted in front, Pulaski got in front of it. A huge stop by the Marksman netminder. Not out of the woods yet. Mason backhands to the far wing, line held. The far side boards, the Marksman will chip this one into center. Bowen working against his number opposite, and Zach Mason got the better of him. Marksman reset. Down the far boards, Chris Jones snaps it in, deflected into the high glass behind the net by Stewart. Marksman looking to dig this one free from the near side corner. They do. Taken behind the net by Birmingham's Jonathan Pace. He gave it away, though. Bowen gets it up to the point. Jones with a slapper. Stewart stopped it, wanted to cover, but it's taken out of his grasp by Byerly. Brought ahead. Troy McTavish drives and gets around Cale List. Took a cold shoulder from Jones, lost the puck, and it's covered by Pulaski. If Jones had squared that up, that would have been the hit of the week in the SPHL. He taps McTavish on the shin pads as he blows by him to get off for a change. He knows that he could have blown him up. 13:36 remains in the game. 4-2 Birmingham. They're out shooting the Marksmen 53-19. It's a draw that is won by the Marksmen. Alger gives to Glover, hacked at his man, lost the puck. Taken by Matt Weisner, who scored his first career goal to open this game. Weisner to the far corner. Jarrett Cupp cuts him off and gives to Austin Alger. He turns the puck over, but the Marksmen are able to get it right back. Chipped up to center. Vincenzo Renda charging ahead. He turns it over. Here's a chance for Birmingham. Timofeyev taken down from behind by Jerome. This will be a penalty. And now shoving in front of the net as Weisner came together with Vincenzo Renda. We'll see what the infraction is on DJ Jerome here. It is called slashing, and I know Jerome's going to be frustrated at that call. Unfortunately, that's going to be the right one. I thought initially it was going to be tripping, in which case Jerome coming over the top caused the stumble. That would have been the improper call. This is a good job by Robert Peterkin as he gets him for the slash over the top. Penalty comes 6:53 into the third period. Birmingham's power play scored once earlier in the game on their only opportunity. Came into the game operating at 19%. A goal here may very well be curtains. But a good knockaway by the Marksmen on a pass to center. And Matt McNair, who has become a premier penalty killer in this league, clears it. He hammers Carson Rose. Brought ahead by Gillespie. Finds Rose. Drives down the near wing. Rose is going to let it go off the shin pad of Renda to the far side corner boards. Bulls will hold the line. Renda on his horse. Rose beats him to the puck and sends it behind the net. Mike Davis feeds it to Gillespie on the far side half wall. Works at the bottom of the far circle. Gives a pass up for Turchiev. Turchiev to Rose. Near face-off circle. Low wrist shot save made. The rebound to Martin. They score. Jordan Martin in on the scoring party, his third of the season, 5-2 Bulls. So the 2-goal deficit becomes 3 for the Marksmen. As Martin's third of the season will come 7:36 into the third period. The Bulls win the ensuing draw from center, but the Marksmen will get the puck on the clearing in attempt. Given ahead to DJ Jerome. Trying to get around to Doug Blaisdell, who takes the puck from him, sends it end over end. This has got to grow legs for icing, and it will. 12:05 to go third period. The Marksmen down 3. Face-off comes back down to Hayden Stewart's end. Stewart isn't going to have quite the sterling above .950 save percentage he had coming into this game, but he's made some big saves when called upon. The Marksmen have forced every opposing goaltender to under 20 saves in each of their wins, and well on their way to being outshot for the 7th out of 7 games to start this season. In the near corner, Goldowski saucers toward the front. It's tied up by Jerome. He'll feed the far wing. The Marksmen are out. A headman pass to Bowen. Blocked. As Brierly got in front of it, and now Brucato's back into attacking ice. He loses the puck to Carlos Forneris. Drops for List, who will find Lane. Pushed up the near wing and intercepted by Mason. He'll dump it in as Carson Vance comes back to find it. Vance off the far glass, knocked down by Weisner, but this will be called a hand pass with 11:10 remaining in regulation. It is now officially a 50-plus save performance for Jason Pulaski. He's turned away 51. And in the effort of absolute honesty, I don't know how realistic it is to expect him to stop any of the 5 that went in. In the far corner, Nick Mangone tied up by Sam Turner. Turchiev there as well with Albrecht. Mangone wars to get this puck. Feeds it up to the point. Long shot blocked away by Weisner. McNair finishes him to the far side corner. Forces a turnover. McNair coming back to grab the puck. He knocks down Sam Turner. He's got it. McNair pull cues it to the near corner for Austin Albrecht. Albrecht. Hound dog from behind, and he's got to give the puck up to Chris Jones at center. Jones to Albrecht off of his shin pad. This will be dumped in by Birmingham. Behind the net it goes. Pulaski to the far corner for Chris Jones. Turns and finds Cale List, who will give it to McCloy on the near side red line. McCloy dumps it in off of Gillespie's skate. Stewart out of his net to start the breakout for the Bulls halfway through the third period. Brought ahead by Taylor Brierly. May try to do it himself. Brierly lets it go. Caught by Pulaski. 9:59 remains in this third period. 5-2 Birmingham.
The goal of the Fayetteville Area Metropolitan Planning Organization is to develop plans that will provide the safest and most efficient transportation while protecting and enhancing the environment. On your way to your next Marksman game, remember, you can walk, carpool, or use the FAST app to track transit system buses. Markey travels green, and you should too, with FAMPO.
The Fayetteville Marksmen came into this game trying to go on a season-long winning streak of 1 and trying not to match their season-long losing streak of 1. It has been an anomaly. They have played the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs, who are in the upper half of the SPHL standings 4 times. They've won 3. They have not been able to beat any other team. They're going to get a chance again tomorrow, and this one's still not over, but the Marksmen have to work quickly. Alger's ahead of everybody. Gerard doesn't see him. He'll dump it in himself. Gerard hammered on the far side boards as Birmingham gets to the puck. Alger trying to create a turnover. A good play here by Brierly. Chips it ahead. Timofeyev with speed. Cut off by Jarrett Cupp. He blows a tire. Cupp will get some help from Renda. Back for Cupp. His pass slides through the skates of McCloy. This is back out to center. Sam Turner with it. To the far side boards off the stick of Stepan Timofeyev and into attacking ice for Birmingham. Quickly pushed up to TJ Jerome, who will start the breakout for the Marksmen. Into attacking ice, lays it forward for Brian Bowen. Bowen working against Turner. Now Jerome takes it. Backs it out to Forneris. Timofeyev right there to watch him. As this puck bounces into the far side corner. Birmingham looking for a little bit more. Mike Davis, the captain, slaps it to Timofeyev. It runs out of his reach. Now Andrew Lane, pressured from behind, took a stick up in the midsection. This is going to be a penalty as he caught Andrew Lane. Hooking will be the call on Davis. And this will be a chance for the Marksman power play. St. Peter Pest Control power play is 0 for 1 in the hockey game for the Marksmen. Hooking the call on Davis. Just the second penalty taken by the Bulls, resulting in a power play. It'll come 11-10 into the third period. We have seen stranger than a 3-goal comeback. But this is a Marksman team that if they've entered the third period trailing this season, they have not come back. Behind the net, Forneris. Backhands to the far side boards. This is taken by Brian Bowen. Drops to Andrew Lane. Will find Carlos Forneris near face-off circle. Saucered back for Lane. It's over his stick and out. Lane retreats back to his own end. Spins away from pressure. He's got 5 marksmen close to him. Lane will give to Drake Glover in the marksman zone. Dropped for Andrew Lane, who will send a cross-ice pass to Forneris. Backhands to the point. Lane cannot keep it in. Andrew Lane pressured, lifts it to Brian Bowen. His turn to tote it up ice. Feeds it to Taylor McCloy around his man. McCloy fumbles with the puck against Blaisdell. McCloy settles it. It's all the way around the kick plate. Line held here by Carson Vance. Backhands to the far side wing. Brian Bowen back for Vance. Sets up a one-timer. Kicked out by Stewart. The rebound in front. Shoveled to the far side corner. Picked up by Jordan Martin. He'll snap this one 20 feet up in the air. It bounces right to Pulaski, who will cover the puck. Got snowed. Carson Vance accosts his man behind the net. That was Michael Gillespie, and we'll all skate away from this. .7:45 remaining in regulation. Birmingham 3 shots off of 60 on the evening. Face-off won by the Marksmen after some hacking from DJ Jerome. Vance will have the puck for Fayetteville. Skates it right up center. 45 seconds to go on the St. Peter Pest Control power play. Down the far boards, McNair turns behind him for Austin Alger. Alger feeds it up to the point. Vance to Jerome near circle. Slaps it, blocked on the way through by Brierly, who's had a great defensive game. In the far corner, Albrecht to DJ Jerome. Up to the point for Vance again. Feeds the far side circle. That's Alger. Zipped across for Jerome. Unable to corral it. Albrecht can. To Vance. Thought about letting it go. The puck tied up in his skates. Weisner backhands it ahead to Carson Rose. Too far. Pulaski plays it to Vance. He wants to push the pace. Finds Alger right up Broadway. Alger backhands to the near corner for Albrecht. Blaisdell intercepts. The penalty is over. Mike Davis out of the box. Sends it ahead for Papalardo. Down the near wing comes Papalardo, but the Bulls are offside. Carson Rose too antsy.
Fans, if you haven't installed it yet, make sure to browse thehockeytv.com and set up your account.
Birmingham poised to move to 4-2 on the season, 8 standings points. That will catapult them ahead to the ranks of the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs and the Huntsville Havoc, their Alabama rivals. For the Marksmen, short ride down to Pensacola, Florida, and maybe the Gulf air will inspire some offense. A draw won by the Bulls, fed to the far side boards, knocked high up in the air. So it'll be taken by Chris Jones. Jones, double team, gives it up to Papalardo. He's behind the net. Papalardo feeds the point. Sam Turner lets it go. Pulaski knocks it away with a blocker. Rebound picked up by Nick Mangone with speed. Mangone drives around Blaisdell. It's held up by Brucato. Will keep going. Take down in the near side corner. This puck is shot down the length of the rink. No icing. Cale List will come back to grab it. 6 minutes to go, third period. Bulls out shooting the Marksmen 58-20 in the contest. Brought ahead as Albrecht drives with it. Knocked on the near side boards. Albrecht dumps it in. Mangone in the far side corner. Picks it up. He centers. Pass taken away, but the Marksmen hold the line. This is Renda. Renda gives to Mangone. A low wrist shot blocked before it ever made it to the net front. Cleared up the near boards and a chance. This is Zach Mason down the near wing. Alger runs into him hard, and Lane finishes him at the end wall. Mason peels himself off the glass. Behind the net, here's a centering feed. Lane diving to block it. Austin Alger pulls away from the traffic. Has it on his backhand. Austin Alger trying to do it himself. Right along the Birmingham bench. Craig Simchuk wanted a penalty. Will not get one. Pass to the far side wing. This is Gillespie. Lets it go. Pulaski makes a save in the butterfly. To the far side corner. Turned back by Chris Jones. He'll find Renda. 5 minutes to go, third period. Birmingham has hit the 60-shot threshold. Jerome cannot catch the pass. Given to Weisner. He'll drop it back. Picked up by McCloy. Got it around Gillespie, just beyond the defensive blue line. This will be offside, and it'll take us to our final media timeout. 4:44 to go, third period. It's the Bulls 5, the Marksmen 2.
Hey you, are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
.444 to go in the third period here from Birmingham, Alabama. Bulls 5, Marksmen 2. Both teams will break their timeout huddles. Hayden Stewart poised for his third win of the season. Jason Pulaski, through absolutely no fault of his own, will fall back to 500 at 2-2. He stopped 55 tonight. And as Shane Bednard told us in the pregame interview, you cannot rely on your good goaltenders, regardless of how good they are, to win games for you every night. Pulaski had a 40-save win in Roanoke, where he was a top star performer. And he has been no less stellar this evening. Just has not had the help in front of him. Davis with Rose going. Quick snap wrister. Pulaski makes the save. And Davis clipped him on the way out. Got him right on the blocker side leg pad. Davis resets here. Lets it go wide of the blocker side of Pulaski. Weissner gives it up to the point. This is Turchiev with it. Under 4 to go in the game. To Sam Turner. Backdoor pass knocked away by McNair. He was looking for Rose. Matt McNair on Carson Rose. Chris Jones there to intercept. Feeds it up the far boards off the skate of Turchiev and out. Turchiev dumps it in. Carson Vance back to retrieve it. Vance gets the puck tied up in his skates and finds DJ Jerome. Feeds it into the middle of the ice to Albrecht. Charging ahead, he gives to Jerome. Runs too far for him. The Marksmen will have to reset at the red line. FX Gerard with it. Fires a pass that is blocked immediately. Matt Weisner, who if I were voting would have one of my votes as one of the 3 stars of this game. He's been really good. To the far side wing, Cale List will settle. List snaps it up ice. He was looking for Alger, intercepted by Brucato. To the far side wing, low wrist shot by Jordan Martin, who has a goal in this game. Blows wide of Pulaski. Here's the reset. Blaisdell looking for support. He has it from Brierly. Shoveled into the near side boards. Andrew Lane picks it up. Lane behind the net. Brian Bowen gives to DJ Jerome, who will find Nick Mangone at the red line. 2-on-2 for the Marksmen. Mangone shoots it in around the glass. Picked up on the far side boards by Zach Mason. Drops it back. Birmingham back across their own blue line. Sticks tie up. Here's McCloy with it. McCloy, stick handling, was met by Turchiev, who knocked it away from him as Birmingham content at this point to play zone defense and kill time. Renda run into right along the Birmingham bench. Puck is tied up there. Albrecht to McCloy. Trying to get around pace, and he does. McCloy on the backhand, kicked out by Hayden Stewart. A good stop here late in the game Behind the net into the far side corner. Mason overtaken by Albrecht. He's now got to get around Jonathan Pace. He cannot. Artur Turchiev with it. High up in the air. He'll fling this one. Chasing is Timofeyev. The marksman will dump it right back on goal. Be shoveled out by Hayden Stewart to the final 100 seconds of this matchup. Picked up here by Jarrett Cupp, who will find Renda. Renda's pass into the skates of McNair is intercepted. Fed to the far wing and dumped in. Up the glass, Gillespie will go to chase it. Behind the net, Gillespie picks it up. Backhands. This is Brierly, the defenseman. He'll fill in at center. Brierly with a long wrist shot. Caught by Pawlowski. No rebound. Puck drop tomorrow at 8:05 p.m. Eastern Time from the Pensacola Bay Center in gorgeous downtown Pensacola, Florida. Marksman pregame comes at you at 7:45. Hope you'll join us for that one. Draw one by the Marksman. Blocked at the far blue line. Birmingham is going to put an exclamation point on this one. Third period had not been their strong suit. Poised at this point to go +1 in this iteration of a third period. They'll improve to 4-2. Marksman will fall to 3-4. This one shoveled on goal. Pawlowski punches it out. Adding yet another save to his resume. You can count to 58 for Pawlowski. Up the far boards. Here comes Weissner. Knocked off of his stick. McNair on his knees. Plays it forward. 35 seconds left in this hockey game. Another one for the Marksmen they are going to want to rapidly forget. Andrew Lane at the red line. Around his man to the far corner. This is Albrecht with it. Gives to List. Lets it go. Blocked immediately. Albrecht knocks it to McNair. Far face-off circle. Off balance. McNair hanging on to it. Turned over to Goldowski. Birmingham's back out. 10 seconds to go in the game. Blaisdell flings it well wide. Jason Pawlowski is not going to make it to 60 saves, but he made 58 of them. That will be the only thing memorable about this one as the final horn sounds, and the Birmingham Bulls complete a win, 5-2 the final. Final stats coming at you here in just a moment. A final score here in Birmingham. Bulls 5, Marksmen 2. Marksmen postgame's next.
The goal of the Fayetteville Area Metropolitan Planning Organization is to develop plans that will provide the safest and most efficient transportation while protecting and enhancing the environment. On your way to your next Marksman game, remember, you can walk, carpool, or use the FAST app to track transit system buses. Markey travels green, and you should too, with FAMPO. Hey you. Are you hearing this but not seeing this? You can change that. Follow along with the entire season of Fayetteville Marksmen hockey on Hockey TV. Visit hockeytv.com/subscriptions and get the SPHL TV package to watch every single Fayetteville Marksmen road game this year. That's hockeytv.com/subscriptions.
Look at our yard. So many anthills everywhere. Did you know that a single ant can live to be 29 years old?
Really? Well, what about a married one?
Seriously?
But really, we need to fix the yard.
St. Peter Pest Control handles all your mosquitoes, ants, spiders, cockroaches, and even rodents. St. Peter Pest Control provides full home pest protection and consistent treatment of ants and mosquitoes in your yard, too. At St. Peter Pest Control, we send all your bugs to see St. Peter.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce. Because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Fayetteville Marksmen fall here in Birmingham to the Bulls by a final count of 5-2. Marksmen fall to 3-4 on the season as Birmingham improves to 4-2. One for the Fayetteville Marksmen that they are going to want to rapidly forget, but we are going to give you a reminder of what went on tonight. Fast start for Birmingham as Matt Weisner scores his first professional goal, 7:37 into the opening frame. Bulls wouldn't look back. They would not relinquish the lead. Late in the period, one of the two power play goals by Birmingham tonight as Mike Davis scores on a feed to the middle from Michael Gillespie. That made it 2-0. And from then on, it was all Bulls. While the Marksmen thought they had a goal from Drake Glover, that was eventually called no goal as the referee never saw it cross the line. Birmingham would take advantage as Jake Goldowski scores his first pro goal to make it 3-0, 11:37 of the period. Glover would get it back on a feed from Austin Alger in front. That made it 3-1. That would spur a little bit of momentum for the Marksmen, but they would give up another goal quickly as Vincenzo Renda turns the puck over to Carson Rose. He makes a move in on a partial breakaway. Jason Pulaski with a Herculean save. But Stepan Timofeyev crashing the net, pots the rebound. Brian Bowen would get it back less than 30 seconds later as Bowen collects on a feed from Carlos Forneris, beats Hayden Stewart for his 100th point in a Marksman uniform. But nonetheless, the Bulls would prevail in the third period, which had not been their strong suit. Jordan Martin scores on the power play to make it 5-2. The Bulls go 2 for 2 on the power play, while the Marksmen are held 0 for 2 on special teams tonight. Final shots on goal for you. The Fayetteville Marksmen in the third period, they come away with 7 for a game total of 22. Not to be outdone, and it almost seems a miracle that there were not 20 shots in the third period. 17 for the Birmingham Bulls in the final frame for a game total of 63. The Fayetteville Marksmen fall to 3-4 on the season. Birmingham improves to 4-2 as the Marksmen will find themselves stuck at 6 standings points. Again, with not a lot of action going on in the league tonight, it's not the end of the world. Birmingham will move up into a 3-way tie for 4th place with Huntsville and Knoxville, both of them just a point behind Evansville and Roanoke, who are knotted up for 2nd place in the SPHL. Marksmen will keep on trucking as they'll head south to take on the Pensacola Ice Flyers tomorrow. That'll be our next broadcast, an 8:05 p.m. puck drop with a 7:45 p.m. Marksman pregame. Those are Eastern time. Folks, we hope you enjoyed this one as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Until tomorrow night, I'm Drew Blevins. Have a good one.